checking out the stream. I'm here with the usual crew, Dionysus and my best friend Blade. And we have a new guy today, and he's gonna tag along with us on Killing Floor 2. So until further ado, let's get into this.
My turn, guys.
Yeah,
Go right ahead.
yes. Yes, buddy. Do it!
What's up, guys? We're here with the usual crew. My boy Dionysus and my boy Jamie Mosley 17. We have a newcomer here, my boy Rabbit. I usually call him Rabbity. You'll probably hear me holler out Rabbity sometimes. That's usually what I go by as his name. If he doesn't like it, he should tell me so I can stop doing it. But until further notice, I'm gonna keep calling him Rabbity.
I always call him Rapidy too, so it's okay. I mix them up. I mix it up.
Hello, I'm Dionysus here, and I'm here with my fellow companions, and we're here to set out to shoot some zombies, ask the tough questions, and let me tell you, these questions will be answered on this channel, as this is one of Dionysus's videos, and we're sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. Check out the link below. Even if you don't want to buy anything, just check it out. Help support the channel. And if you really want to support the channel, check out my locals below. It's just $2 a month, but hey man, I understand. It's optional, but if you want to help see the channel grow, we plan to have more content than video game content. I plan on making Rumble exclusive shows. All right. I'm here with Jamathon Mosen. His name, we got a new contingent to the field. We have the Guardian of Eden. Jamie Mosley has stepped into the field. We have Blade on the field, and we have Ribbity. Let's get it.
Ribbity.
Oh, you got it ready up, Blake.
All right, let's go. Jamie, what's the topic of the day?
Nuts. At your local
Nuts?
Coffee Brand Coffee website. You can find them in the link below. If you do not like nuts, then perish.
If you want to get nuts, let's get nuts.
Alright,
right.
nuts aside. Oh, sorry, I went brain dead. Nuts aside, let's get right into it. You want to do the explanation there, Mr. Dionysus?
Alright, today's subject. So here's how the game goes. This is how the subject goes. You pick a weapon, and you pick a skill. We can discuss, and if you go, you can go, and you're limited to 2 skills, but the more detailed skill your is, the more your friends can discuss amongst themselves how your weapon works. You decide on the skill and what the skill is called, and then your friends will interpret it the best, and they will make up the results. And we're going to test it out in 3 modes. We're going to test it out in Utility, Horde, and Boss Rush. So, alright, we're going to start with,
But before we continue this, for clarification, if a skill seems really overpowered, are we just going to accept it, or are we going to have to discuss things from there?
I'm probably going to discuss it.
Because we can probably come up with some really OP stuff.
I mean, no offense. It's your job for your friends to just to make your weapon disrupt. Like, you can only name the skill, and then your friends say how it works. So, like, every time you activate the weapon, you have to sacrifice a child.
Yeah, just want to clarify, because just in case someone's like, every time I swing this weapon, whoever I'm looking at gets sucked into a black hole, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes.
So just wanting to clarify.
So who would like to go first? Or do you mind going first, Mr. Guardian of Eden? Mr. Guardian?
Well, while we was discussing this, all I thought about a single one, and I forgot to think about others. So I'm just gonna, it wasn't going to be mine, but I'm just gonna stick with it, because I can't think of anything else. Okay, a gun with magical bullets.
Okay. Any
It,
other?
it acts exactly how a gun should and would. But if anything that my target use to block the bullets besides the natural environment, it will either go through or around said object. So let's say someone
Oh.
pulls up a right shield.
Wait, no. Now it's our job to discuss the ability.
I
You
know.
gave us
I would.
the
I would just clarifying
no.
certain things to
Okay.
make it more understandable. Let's say they're hiding behind a rock pillar. That rock pillar is a natural that was naturally there. They can't. My bullet won't go through or around that rock
What
pillar.
about magical circles? I think if your bullets are magical, that acts like a real gun. Now don't get me wrong. That stops the unblockable part, right? Because like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you
Never mind.
physically
You know what?
imagine
Me and
can't
Blake will
block my
discuss this.
bullets.
Wait. Me and Blake will discuss this.
We're gonna
Anything
add
else you want
Rabbit
to
into
put?
this. Is Rabbit in this?
I don't think Rabbit was listening.
My idea is the bullets just can't be blocked by
Yeah, they're magical.
my target. So magic shield, regular shield, it will go through and or around. But
Yeah.
you can use the natural surroundings to block it to kind of like even the playing field.
I think that's our job to discuss it in detail. Like that's. Oh man, bash.
Okay, but that's it from there. That's it.
All right. So, the bullets can't be stopped by like. Okay, so by armor.
If you're physically wearing the armor,
All right.
it will
Deal.
go through.
If the bullets are not affected, I don't think the bullets work in physics and magical bullets. So are they wind resistant in this magical bullet form, Blake?
Huh?
So how are we going to talk about these magical bullets that can't be blocked?
Don't know.
Because some things. Okay, so like there's some animals that are able to stand bullet shots. So it makes sense that if it acts like a real gun, like it just shoots through. So I mean, is it? And his,
It's not
gun
gonna
is
insta kill you. It's not gonna insta kill
No,
you
no,
unless
this
it's a
is me.
powerful round.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I would say it's slower than an average gun, Blake. It's just unblockable. It's just slower than an average gun because of the unblockableness.
And also clarify,
So-
it's not gonna chase you. The bullet's
it's
not
a shotgun?
gonna chase you.
Is it a shotgun? What kind of gun? Wait, you know what? It's our job.
It's a rifle. A rifle.
Deal.
But the bullet can't chase you, so
No,
you
no,
could
wait,
move
remember-
out of the path of it.
Yeah, because the bullet is slower than a normal bullet because of the the unblockable nature makes it.
So the
Makes you do
velocity of the bullet is just slow. How slower
Yes.
are we talking about?
I need
It's half.
$100.
It's half. It's literally half its speed because of the unblockable trait.
Right arrow.
That's what we're discussing here. Now, Blake. Now, is there anything you want to add? So the bullets are slower by half due to the unblockable nature. It can be blocked by natural terrain. It doesn't track. All right, Blake.
That sounds good to me.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
But by
Alright.
half, this is still a bullet we're talking about.
Wait, how do I use the axe part?
By half your
Wait a
speed.
minute.
So
You just R3. You just use it like a
So like,
you would
let's
like a
just,
regular
so
hammer.
here's the deal.
Okay.
Wait, somebody call my phone. I can look up the speed of a bullet.
It
We're gonna
depends
do
on
is
the
like-
caliber. It depends on the caliber.
No. If you want to go that route, you literally have to say that route. So now, a normal rifle.
Oh, die.
You know what? He
Let's
gets an
go with
old-fashioned-
308. Let's go with 308.
No. You don't get to choose, Jamie. Remember, you've done your clarification.
I
It's
know,
me and
but
Blake.
you're saying it by half, or by half. So would that apply to all my bullets, or
No,
do I
we're
only
just
have to
talk-
use a certain bullet?
You only it's the rifle we choose. You told us rifle, so I'm gonna allow that one. Which remember, you can do the same for me.
To the person that is watching. Right?
Remember,
So
I'm gonna
you're
allow
gonna
that.
choose my rifle?
Yes, because you literally tried to give extra commentary. You can do the same thing for me. Like, let's say I say spear, right, or a sword. If I don't say a specific sword, since you said a specific thing, because I was trying to make it more the friends included, But it's
Alright.
but you can decide what kind of sword it is. You get me? Because that was
Alright.
my plan originally. But since you added the extra
Oh,
detail,
that's fine. I didn't realize we would actually do that, but continue.
no, you got to think. Okay, hear me out. I wasn't thinking of doing that, but since you added that, it would be that the bullets are unblockable by like it's armor piercing rounds, basically by like by like armor, right?
Yeah, pretty much the pretty much armor piercing magical bullets, pretty much.
So now, Blake, we're gonna slow half. Now you choose the. Here's the deal. I've done too much talking. You choose the rifle Jamie gets, and I'll look up the speed of the bullet.
Blake. Oh, I didn't mean to take your money. You get to pick what rifle I use. Because, yeah, I'm gonna use a rifle, but you get to pick what rifle.
Like, assault rifle?
You get
or
to
sniper
choose.
rifle?
That's up to you. All I
That's
said
up
was
to you.
rifle. So you
That's
pick
all you
assault or just any rifle.
And I just have to have the split
You're
speed of a
stuck
normal
with
bullet.
Victus.
What?
That one sniper I hate in Call of Duty.
So Victus. Hey, I can look up the real name of that.
Thank you. All right, cool.
Let me look that up real quick. Oh, no, not voice. Use type.
All right. While Jamie's looking up that
Okay,
gun.
I got it. It is the L96A1.
L96A1 bullets. It's okay, damn. Okay, deal. So you're just trying to snipe a Nick? Okay. So the normal bullet is miles is 681 miles per hour.
Loading.
681 miles.
What caliber is
Divided by
that?
2.
To be honest, I'm not sure.
So it's 340.5. Your bullets go 340.5 meters. Except we're cool. Jamie, I'm allow you to interject here. Do you wanna? Is there anything you wanna add to that? Is that fine with you?
Hang on. I'm still trying to figure out what caliber this is. It's a 7.62 by 51 or a 308 Winchester.
Yes.
Oh, that's not as powerful as I thought it was. Okay. Okay, pretty much. You know what the? You know a lot about history, correct, Devin?
Yeah. The Dionysus. Yeah.
Dionysus, yeah. Do you the Mosin that got used by the Russians during the war? It's pretty much that round.
Yeah, and that minus that is 340.5.
The muzzle velocity is 800 and pretty much 207. So if you cut that in half, that's gonna.
No,
that's
I need a
pretty much
direct number. No, you need to give me a direct number because I got.
I know. I'm trying to compare it.
Yeah, you need to give me a real number because, like, here's the deal. I'll tell you what. It can go.
What's
40,
the velocity of a 9mm?
You can go 40. I'll give you 400 miles per hour. But here's the deal. You gotta understand. You gotta reload it like a regular gun.
Yeah,
okay?
Everything about it's gonna be regular. I operate it how it would normally be operated. It's just that the bullets itself cannot be. They're pretty much magical armor-piercing bullets, pretty much.
Okay.
So everything about the gun doesn't change. Okay, so if we cut the number in half, it's gonna be around.
It's not round. I want a real number.
I know it's gonna be around a pistol caliber.
No. So, don't say around. Let's see. I can literally take the gun.
I'm gonna give you a number. I'm just visualizing it for myself.
Then give me a number of the caliber round, and I'll just put the number into my trusty handy the phone calculator that Google's using Russian data hack to get me on. So the information you think you're sharing, this is more details that me and Blake have to agree on. So
I
so
know,
here's
but
the
I'm right now. I'm just talking to myself, just out loud, so the stream can
okay.
hear it.
Oh, okay.
Because I looked up
So
the velocity usually get
so
of a
Blake.
9 millimeter is
So
between
I'm down for that.
990
I'm
and
down to give him armor
1300.
piercing bullets, but as soon as it hits a flesh target, it stops being armor piercing or a natural target. Because like, hear me out. For horde mode, I don't think that's gonna take out a lot of zombies as he thinks. So that's fine.
But
So all
if I'm
right.
using a sniper rifle, yeah, for horde, it's not gonna hold up pretty well. But
And utility. Remember, you got boss mode. You got remember we have three subjects. We got utility. How does he make you move in the battlefield and you know everything, and how and
because
and zombie
okay,
mode.
because since
Stop,
it
stop,
is
stop,
a
no,
bolt, go ahead.
so like remember we're trying to finish it up, Jamie. So like
Yeah, I understand, but since it is a sniper rifle, do you mind instead of by 50%? Do you mind just dropping it by like maybe like 30%? So I can still at least use it as a rifle.
No, it's armor piercing rifle. It's an armor piercing rifle. Why
I
would
know, but if we cut it by 50%, it's only going to go as fast as a pistol round.
Yes, it's an armor piercing pistol rifle. But if you
That itself is not a problem to me. It's a bolt action sniper rifle.
But like, here's the problem. That's the whole point of picking an ability. No. I'm sorry.
That's why I'm just bringing it to your attention because a bolt action sniper rifle that's only because bullets the damage is done by not the size of the bullet but how fast that bullet's going. So having a sniper rifle going only as fast as a pistol would go, that pretty much makes it useless.
Well, Jamie, we picked your weapon. I'm sorry, you picked your weapon with your ability, and that's the cost for you. That's the cost.
No, technically I didn't pick the weapon. Blake picked the weapon.
Well, Blake, okay, you choose your ability and your weapon. Well, you choose your ability and your weapon type. And me and Blake, that was the game, right? You can do the same for me and like I'm not even trying to be more specific. I'm just thinking we should have some more fun.
No, if you want to keep it the same, go ahead. I'm just bringing it to your information how these guns work, how guns work.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, okay. Me or Blake? All right, you can choose Jamie. I'll let you since you win. Your bolt action sniper is at 400, and you gotta load it like a regular bolt action. And it's basically
what do you mean by 400? What do you mean by 400?
It's literally half. So you get 400 miles per hour, right? That's what you want.
We're talking about velocity here. It goes by feet per second.
Oh.
Yeah, the velocity of the gun I'm using, the gun that Blake picked, is 2,790 feet per second.
So yeah.
So at 400, that's less than a pistol.
What's that? What's the power? So what's the number?
So,
the velocity.
The 2,790 is the velocity. If you cut that in half, that's
of
around a 9.
Bullet.
That's around a 9 millimeter or a 45. If you cut that in half.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's around a 45 or a 9 millimeter, or around there. Hang on. 2,790. Pull out my calculator.
Half that equals. Hey, wait. I got the kinetic energy transfer calculator out. Give me a second. So it's mass over velocity. It's slower. The kinetic energy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, due to it being slower, you'll only get the range of like a pistol, but still. It'll become unblockable though. It's a true unblockable sniper.
A blockable sniper that does no damage and it takes forever to go anywhere.
Yes, but it's unblockable.
If it does the range of like a
you know what? I'll give Jamie explosive. No, wait.
He'll have iron sights on it. So like a
He'll have iron sights.
No, I can customize the rifle however I want, Blake.
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm pretty sure
Jamie,
like
do you want me to get off? Do you want me to get off? Do you want me to? This is confusing. Why you're? I thought we talked about.
It's just a regular gun. Do you guys get the effect, the attachments I put on the gun?
Yes, we get the effect. Listen, you made your piece. You get a like you said. You literally said just a scout rifle, right? Did you literally
a rifle?
A rifle. So I literally did you not get to say your
You're
piece?
freezing. Freeze, you.
What do you mean? The attachment doesn't affect the power of the gun or anything. What?
Well, we get to
Fine.
we can mess with listen to me, but I'll give you the ability to have sources around for the trade-offs, Jamie.
Yeah,
We get
you
to
guys
decide
affecting the ability. The attachment doesn't affect the ability. What the?
Like you're okay. So do you want me to be quiet? Because obviously you don't get that. So since you want to argue about it, obviously I need to be
No,
quiet.
well, I'm just questioning it. What does me putting on the gun do with anything?
Listen, you can mess with the weapon any way you want. There was no rules on how to mess with the guns.
Okay.
If Jamie, I mean, now here's the deal. Now you can't take off the, like, and remember, I'm giving you explosive rounds for the power intake of it. But that's what I'll give you for that. You don't want it? I'll give you explosive rounds.
You know there are natural incendiary rounds, so.
So you're trying to choose the okay.
No,
Okay.
yeah. It's just that the
Remember,
power
this
is the
utility.
bullets.
So in utility, this is where you explain that stuff, Jamie. This is not that part. And if,
That's why I was trying to explain it,
I'm
but
gonna
you
be
told
quiet.
me to stop.
Okay, fine. Try to explain. You know what? That's why I want to go quiet, because if you can't understand that, like what me and Blake are to choose, you and Blake choose mine. I choose yours and Blake, and then you know that's how it works. But you know what? I got you, Jamie.
No, I'm not trying to change the gun.
No,
I'm not trying to change the gun.
Well, Blake said no iron sights, so since it's me.
No. I thought he would have wanted it. I didn't know we were allowed to change the guns.
But no, since he wanted to question things and add extra, because I was thinking literally be quiet. I think my idea is ruined, so I quit.
No, I was only clarifying because.
I quit.
I mean, do you really want Jamie to fuck over
I
your
quit,
weapon
dude.
by
I do.
saying something?
Yes, he can. Like we're trying to have fun here, and the fact that he has to make it so detailed. This is your. I quit. I quit.
What do you mean detail? I was just trying to clarify something. I wasn't trying to
So
change
if you want to
anything.
clarify stuff, like that's
that's
extra
it.
detail.
I wasn't adding extra detail.
I thought the viewers like this.
Well, like he doesn't like this is extra. Like he's adding extra to like something.
No,
after
Blake just said I can't
So
change
Jamie,
anything about the gun.
I'm just
So
gonna,
I
I'm
was just
not gonna record.
asking.
I'm tired of recording, so I just won't talk in the video. I'll talk. It's just my mic will be muted, like in the video.
I was confused here. This is why I was asking questions.
So that's
But
it was literally
it's
supposed
about to be your turn.
I know, but literally I had to end the video because Jamie has to add extra. It was either going to be my turn or your turn.
I wasn't trying to add anything.
Well, that's too bad. You wanted to add.
I wasn't. I was just asking.
You're questioning. So since you're questioning, I get to go quiet. That's the reasoning. That's my answer to you questioning.
What's wrong about questioning things?
Nothing's wrong. The fact that me and Blake were supposed to be the ones who just add all the extra details, and then you're adding clarifying.
I wasn't trying to add any extra details.
Well, you did by saying.
What details did I add? What details did I add?
You're trying to specify like what gun. Oh, you get to decide the iron. You literally you question me on the iron sights, and then you were like,
because someone said I can't change what's on the gun, which all the attachments. But
you can but we can throw in extra detail, and then you have. So that's why I quit the video.
But what what?
I'm not gonna try to work with somebody who can't like go with the flow and you literally can't go with the flow like.
I was just trying to clarify if I can change the attachments or not. That's all I was wondering.
No, if Blake was doing that, he gets to change like that. You could have brought that up in utility.
That's what I was trying to do, but you kept saying I was trying to add details.
It was a utility round, so you don't. So there you go. That's why I'm good. It was not a utility round. We were just discussing little things, and then we go more into detail as levels progress. If you don't want to understand that, I'm not going to explain. You do your own video. I'll do my own video.
I can understand the utility round, but he also added that in outside the utility round. So what am I supposed to do here?
So now you could have said, "Can I change it?" You literally could have waited. You didn't want to wait, and so I don't want to do this video anymore. That's why I'm quiet on the videos because I'm done talking. Like you can't. You want to ask. You want to be difficult on the details after. Like I'm trying to get Blake and me to like agree on something.
Well, this wasn't clarified from the very beginning, so the stuff I don't understand.
That's why I'm not gonna like make. That's why I shouldn't share my voice because I'm not making a video. There you go.
And I'm just. This just makes it even more confusing.
It makes it more confusing for you.
Because you pretty much you said wait till the utility round. I could have said something, but it was added outside of the.
It was you literally because you don't want. Okay, you were supposed to select the skills and a weapon, and then we were supposed to make the more details, and then we would go to 3 rounds where we talked about utility, how we can use it inside the field, work for the attachment.
Wait, are they not supposed to be in here?
And
no, we have to kill him to get him out of it.
And like I'm not gonna. And since Jamie, you wanted to, like I said, I'm not gonna deal with it.
Well, my understanding, the 3 rounds were the fighting rounds of how our weapons will hold up. No one said anything about utility, power, and none of that.
Yeah, that's when you can say that's the utility round. That was literally the first round from Horde. And then Horde, how can you deal with multiple enemies? Then boss form, how do you deal with more? I'm not gonna do this. I'm cool.
So hang on. So that means we was in the utility round.
No, we weren't. We were just trying to discuss. You know what? You know what, Jamie? You have your own video. I understand that we don't.
I'm just confused here.
You do you. Do you? You do you.
Now this is even more confusing.
I'm cool. I give up today. I guess today was not my day. I'm just quiet. It's cool. I've muted my mic in this stream. It's cool. Just do you. You can like the stream. I'm just not gonna do anything today. I'm not.
Damn it, Devin.
The last zombie, don't distract it outside. Don't let it inside the circle. Don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it. Take it outside, take it outside.
The fact that Jamie needs, like, it was supposed to be fun, and then I told him there were 3 rounds. We weren't on the utility round. We were literally trying, after we all established that, then we try to expand on it. But I'm not gonna, if Jamie can't have, if Jamie has a problem with me needing to add extra stuff, I'm not gonna do this.
Well, I didn't have a problem with it. I just didn't understand.
If you knew, I said utility.
Don't kill it, don't kill it, Rabbit, don't kill it, don't kill it.
So
don't kill it.
I said utility horde mode, literally, you did not hear me. You didn't hear me that there was going to be 3 modes after we talk about our stuff. So you didn't hear me?
When you said 3 modes, I thought you were talking about just the horde, boss, and stuff like that. I thought that's what you was talking about modes. Was the different utilities in battle.
We're literally going to take turns each turn. That's why I don't want to do videos with you. If you need to question, like you said, what's wrong with questioning? I'm not going to deal with it. You do you.
Well, that should have been clarified from the very beginning.
I shouldn't have to. Well, if you're okay, then I'll clarify it with somebody else who can understand it from natural chemical reaction. Because I don't have to talk on a video where I have to where we can't free flow. Because
no, I'm talking about before the video. You should have been clarified on what we're doing.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, the fact that like you can't go with the flow and you need like I was gonna let y'all just I was gonna throw out a word. Like Blake, I literally told Blake in the car, like, just throw out a skill. If you have multiple skills, just say a cool name under it. You couldn't have fun with it. You needed to interrupt me and change it up. So I'm not gonna.
Well, I was ready to go to the next round, but things got changed last second. I just wanted to clarify.
It wasn't the next round because me and Blake need to say our weapons, then it would go to the next round. You didn't understand that.
No, I was you saying let's switch, and right before someone else was about to start, something was added. And so I got confused.
Well, Blake added hindsight.
That was added last second, right before changing.
So that's why I allowed Blake to. Literally, it was me and Blake's turn, and the fact that you needed to add some more stuff, I don't need to stream you.
Wait, he added it when it wasn't my turn anymore. So what?
No, I literally was telling you it didn't before. No, it was your turn, and the fact that we had these problems, saying it's cool. You do you, I'll do me. I'll record some Final Fantasy videos later. Just by myself.
I mean, I never actually added my thing in.
No, that's the problem. I've been the one talking, Jamie, and then it's just been me and you because you're like half the piece.
I
was doing the math. you couldn't. It was cool that you were helping me on the map, but the fact that you couldn't. You're like, what's the problem with questioning, Jamie? I don't want my voice on your video. That's it. I don't have to give you a reason why. I don't have to do it.
That's why
At
mine
all.
was at the last second. I was waiting.
But you
for
was
Devin
questioning
to
my
call.
stuff, though.
There you go. Then we're equals. There you go.
So only one person can question?
It was supposed to be me and Blake discussing how your gun looks, how you just having fun. You didn't. You ruined it for me.
Well,
Jamie.
you never said looks. You just said how the ability works.
So thank you, Jamie. It's cool. Just thank
How many
you.
times do we have to activate this thing?
It's
That's
cool,
it. It's
Jamie.
done. Now I'm just trying to kill the
think
last zombie.
I don't even want to play Killing Floor no more. I mean, y'all can do y'all stream.
This should have been clarified before we even started streaming.
Jamie, if
I
this
just
needs to be
didn't
clarified-
understand.
If this needs to be clarified, I want you to understand. If you say this needs to be clarified, I will not stream with you, and I don't have to give you a reason why, other than you can't have fun and chillax. And it was supposed to be me.
I am chillax.
No. Don't. You said you are chillax. Okay.
Yes,
Then-
I am chill. I thought how we was to do something was one way, but it wasn't. I just didn't understand on how you was wanting to do this because
The fact that you came free flow and I have to the fact that we get to this part where I can't even say mine, you think you're on to the next part. No, it was my turn. So maybe Blake did add something. Well, then maybe, okay, fine. Blake said iron sight, so you added that. Maybe I could have calmed down. Maybe I'm hysterical because I could have calmed down on that. But the fact is, what's wrong with questioning, Jamie? I realize I'm not going to stream with you on the simple fact that you think it's cool to have this much drama and not try to have fun.
but I wasn't trying to add drama.
Yes, you. The fact
My
that you
one
can't-
question
Then good.
is will able to affect how it looks. Let's
Yes.
say you have a sword, you want to
Yes.
add a thing to the side of it to add an extra handle.
Didn't
Are
I
you allowed to
literally
do
say-
that
not-
because it's your weapon, or can you not do that because we didn't say you can do
Didn't I
that?
literally say that we can make the weapon look? Me and Blake can make your weapon look like anything it wants.
You said
Didn't I
you
say-
can choose what the weapon is,
And no, what the
but
weapon
you didn't say
looks
anything
like.
about customizing the weapon. So that's what I was trying to
Okay.
clarify. Like after
Okay.
we come
now
to
that you got
decisive.
now that you got that clarification, are you happy with the results?
Yeah, I was never worrying about the results. I just wanted to know, are
There
we
you go.
allowed to customize? That's it.
Are we facing the Fleshbound King?
There you go.
Yeah,
there
King
you go,
Fleshbound.
Jamie. We're allowed to customize. Due to that questioning, there you go.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I wanted to know.
There you go. All right.
Reload.
I hope Pizza Hut calls me back. You know what? Pop said.
Oh,
I'm
you're
good.
trapped in a
I'm-
corner.
Oh, that's bad.
He knocked Blake up so high he was able to go around his head.
Now I don't have a video. Thanks. You know what? It's cool. Oh.
Watch out for his laser. His lasers do a lot of damage.
Where is it?
Oh, don't die, Rabbit. I couldn't heal him more than that.
Load. God, you.
It was a bad place to do a last stand.
I am the ultimate berserker.
Sorry, Rabbit. I tried healing you. He just did more damage than the healing. Oh, Rabbit's in game chat. Oh, no, he's not. Wait, he's not in the party anymore. Rabbit, did you get disconnected? Yo, Rabbit. Did you get disconnected? You're not in the party. Oh, you left? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, you just make sure you didn't get connected. Disconnected. Okay. Yeah, he said it just got loud, so he hopped the game chat for a bit.
I will not. Hey, Rabbit. If Rabbit, I'll be quiet. I'm muted. I can be quiet.
No, he didn't say you got loud. He said the party was loud. So
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, my bad.
33,
Jamie,
99,
who's Glory Queen 12? Is that you, little sis? Ew.
What?
Glory Queen 12.
Gore
What?
Queen. Ew.
No way Fortnite has this.
So, Jamie, now that you understand that from that selection, I want you to pick the exact. We're gonna redo. I have to literally redo my video. Do you understand now? And then we're gonna move on to the Never mind. I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't even know I want to play it. Jamie, you're ready to go. Never. I'm just gonna.
Just start off with you or Blake.
Start off with me or Blake. Okay. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Because mine's already been decided and everything, so mine's gonna go by the quickest. So just do you guys.
You literally are gonna change it after
No,
you get to you. Like
mine is the same.
I have to literally restart. I have to restart the whole video for me, and that's like I literally don't have.
Same. He's gonna say assault rifle. Like he
Just
said before,
just a rifle, and then Blake just say the L96 or whatever.
So
and
do
then
you
I'll
mind
say,
saying
okay.
it for the people in the
L96?
beginning? And let's remember, hey, can we do a shout out to Lucy FC
Einstein.
So Jamie, you can go announce yours first of the video. We'll do my whole intro. Announce yours the whole video.
I want to say
and then we'll move on to me and Blake. Here's the deal. We will discuss each other's after we name our. Here's the deal. Name your gun. Name your. You know, I don't even want to do this with you anymore, Jamie, because this makes me real. The fact that if you want to question everything, then I'm gonna stop working so hard to try to do anything. If you think.
I don't want to question anything. I just wanted to clarify something.
You think people like drama? You think I was trying to make a little fun thing like you want to do for Divinity 2? Like just have fun, breeze, and just laugh. But
But I was trying to start drama.
You ruined this for me. You've ruined this whole thing for me, man. And you don't get that, and you don't understand that, and that's cool.
But I wasn't trying to.
But you did. Now I don't even want to. Now I'm in a literal mood to not even want to do this. I was happy. I ate some of your mom's banana bread. Then I ended that video because you have to question everything and just can't go with the flow. You're just like, my questioning. I'm like, just let me and Blake talk. And then like, hey, on this utility round, I don't want iron sights. And then like, fine, cool.
But I didn't know there was a utility round. I thought we just talk about it, you say the things, and then we move on.
Well, utility as in like, make sure your weapon is like, you know what, Jamie? Your clarification has doomed us all. Just do you.
Because it wasn't explained to me at the beginning, before we started.
Well, like, you should have, the fact that you can't go with the flow so easily, and that you don't understand, like, you need to go with the flow, like, sometimes it's just cool to just like, oh, man. Like,
I didn't stop the flow.
You did. And if you don't think you did, then that's more of a not understanding.
We was in the middle of discussing it, and then you said, okay, let's get ready to go.
Me and Blake were supposed to discuss it. Me and Blake were supposed to discuss it, and then y'all were supposed to discuss my ability.
What you guys did, and right when we was about to switch, Blake said something.
It wasn't right when Blake added something else. It was still me and Blake's turn until I announced my ability. So the fact is, you're questioning. You're good with my voice not being in your video, and that's my choice.
I never said that.
No, that's what I choose. This is the action towards the questioning, towards the trying to be cool, trying not to have drama.
So it was still you and Blake discussing until you say, let's go to the next round, or you announce your ability.
until Blake, until it's Blake. So actually, so me and you were supposed to discuss Blake's ability, and the fact that I had to, the fact that I couldn't just. You don't even understand how you just ruined this for me. You don't even understand what level that, like, I am just dreading actually talking anymore in video. I've lost all the energy and hope. I think I'm gonna get off. Where I need to go. I thought I was cool. I mean, I thought I was fine, but this right here, Jamie.
Because even Blake said he didn't even submit what he wanted about the rifle.
So that's why I needed him to talk. That's why we're trying to talk. And like, me and Blake were both.
But you was about to move on, though.
No, we weren't. No, okay, Blake, please. Do you understand where I'm coming from, Blake? Or do you not? Do you think I'm crazy? Please explain to Jamie what's happening, because him talking his way, he doesn't understand it, and I don't think I can make him understand how I said I'm talking too much. Let me make sure I get Blake's opinion in here, and I understand, and he doesn't, and like so like Blake, I need you to talk, Blake, because I'll just get off right now, because obviously I just need to stick to Final Fantasy.
What?
Yes. Y'all two were about to switch over. We were about to switch over to the next person, but I remembered I still needed to add my one thing to it, so I said it right before we switched over to Devin.
Yeah, and that's
So
when I asked
say it
about
at the
customization.
But didn't I say that before I even before we ended that I needed to let Blake talk?
I didn't hear that. No.
Yes, I think I'm pretty sure he did say that.
I said that aggressively. That's why I'm like, I said it. And if you don't, and like, hey, here's the deal. We all make mistakes, but like, hey, this is right here. This is, yeah.
Because I was hearing something about switching to the next person, and then Blake, I heard Blake saying about the attachment.
Well,
so,
Blake had so remember so this is how the order went. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. You might not listen, or you might not care, but you don't care how you've literally ruined this for me. So it went like this. He talks, Jamie talks, Bland sites. Well, you can customize my thing. Well, blah blah blah. We could go to. We're supposed to get through this first round. Then we're supposed to have commentary for like 2 hours. I have planned this out, and then you couldn't. That's why I'm like really good on your street, like literally. Now my video's messed up because I have to upload from our point of view in a 30-minute seconds. You get YouTube live stream. You and Blake get to live stream, so I don't get to live stream. The fact that you think like you don't understand that I gotta make this video as classy
I know
as
you gotta record. I know you're recording.
So, and like I'm still on my phone. The fact that you couldn't just like, oh, I'm a questioner. Instead of kind of making it smooth and process, I'm gonna question everything. The fact that you don't like, you can't see that for me is exactly why I have a problem with you on Rumble, and that's exactly why I can't mention my voice with you, because you don't see how you like literally fucked me over on your own video because I'm doing something for my video that I on limited technology. But like, do you like not understand that, or do you not know?
No, I understand you're recording and stuff, but if you wanted to go on a certain order, you should have said that.
Do you not get? I'm recording. Even Blake. I even told Blake.
I understand you're recording, but so, if you wanted to go in this particular order of talking and stuff, you should have said that from the beginning. You should have told me.
You know what? But that's why I need to do that things by myself, because like that's where I'm like that, like literally the moment comes in where you're supposed to like know each other. Like I was trying to do a smooth recording. My recording gets like messed up because you can't like go with the flow so we can get everything out. You want to question? What's wrong with questioning? So I can't live stream. That was literally your questioning. So
I never said like, you can't record or anything like that.
No, you messed up my recording by questioning things so me and Blake can't get. We were supposed to get through it so good and adjustedly but you don't like. That's what I'm saying. You ruined this for me. I can't record.
I was hearing two people talk at once. It was conflicting information,
Is it a
and
skull?
nothing was
Is the
clarified
thing in
from
the
the very
skull?
beginning.
Is the collectible a skull? Fine.
Yes, it's a red skull. Like,
Okay,
I
I
have
found it.
conflicting information and multiple things
And you
all at
didn't
once,
listen
and I
too,
got
'cause
confused.
I had said
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Rabbit can't hear me.
No, he's
said
in game
rabbit.
chat.
And Jamie, I know if you had listened at the beginning, I had said Blake needs to talk more because I'm talking too much. If you had listened at the beginning.
Before we recording or when we started recording?
When we started recording.
No, I didn't hear that at all.
And Blake can confer with me. I'm not trying. Hey, listen to me. I'll quit right now. Like, I have no problems with it. I'll go work an average job. I will quit my dream out of spite. To spite you, to fuck myself. And you know I will. And
No
there'll be
one's
no
telling
reason
you
behind
to
it.
quit.
I'll do, huh?
You're just declaring you're gonna quit for no
I'll
reason.
do it because I want to do it. You don't understand. I'll do it because it's my own free will. But I do it just to make my life worse. That's
Sounds like-
questioning, Jamie.
No one said anything about turns, and no, and I didn't hear you say anything.
Didn't I say?
about
Did I
Blake
not?
talking
Okay,
more.
Blake. So maybe you should listen to Blake because at the end of the day you don't listen to me. So Blake, did I not mention that there were 3 rounds?
Yes.
Thank
The
you.
rounds
I'm
I
gonna
heard was the Horde, the boss, and then the other round. I didn't hear anything about utility and all that stuff.
Actually,
and when you
Blake,
during
Blake,
the
stop.
explanation during the stream, you didn't
Wait,
say
wait,
that
did you
neither.
say? Wait. Okay, so no, Blake, what was the 3 rounds?
I remember Horde,
Figures.
utility. I think utility was first, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Wasn't
So
Horde
the
second?
so Jamie, if you're not listening to me, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. That's
You
not my
explained
fault.
it to him in the car.
No, I
Actually,
didn't.
no. He explained it to me while he was explaining it to you on the game in his
Damn.
house.
Yes.
So I got it at the same time you did.
You mean when he was talking to me over the phone?
No, when I was talking
No.
to you over the game chat.
When he was talking to you over the game chat. Because that's when we came up with that idea.
When did he join the party?
I remember when Blake was still. You know what?
We joined the party as soon as we got to his house.
I remember talking to Devin over the phone.
You didn't. You know what, Jamie? You see what I mean? You see what gets me fucked? You see here. You see how
He
there's
called
2
you
different.
when I left, because I think you left the party for a minute.
I literally had discussed this pre-game when Blake was over.
I heard Boss,
Do you not
Ford, and something
Wait,
else.
wait. So wait.
Oh, yeah,
And I
Boss
want to
was
know.
the last one.
Boss was. But I want to ask
Utility was
something
the
else.
first one, Horde was the second one, and Boss was the last one.
And
Jamie,
my understanding was like those 3 rounds was us just seeing how our weapons will hold up against those situations.
Yes, but after we we were supposed to have fun talking each round. So you would say after us two. You know what? Are y'all still? You know what? I am. The fact that I have to explain in great detail, and the fact that you can't, the fact that like you didn't listen to me when I
Yeah,
did
because
say
what
it
my
to you.
understanding was, like, after we got done discussing, let's say we move on to you, mine's done set in stone.
So Jamie, so you're telling me it's my fault because I told you and you didn't hear me. So that's what you're telling me now.
No, I'm telling you, I didn't understand. That's why I asked before we switch rounds. Before we
So
switch to
didn't-
the other person.
Well,
But
I had
I-
said this way before. No, I had actually said this way before we actually had started streaming.
Was us watching my stream,
Yeah,
even
I just misunderstood what was going on. So that's why I wanted to make sure. But I thought afterward it's set in stone. That's it.
No. You can add some extra stuff during these 3 rounds because what if the fact that but you ruined the fact that you couldn't listen is not. I'm not gonna strain up my attitude because you couldn't have it because I told you this before we started streaming and Blake was there to hear me.
Blake
the
was
fact
literally
that-
right next to you in person.
But do you not? But are you not trying? Like, okay, okay, Jamie. You burned me, Jamie. You literally burned me.
I just didn't understand.
But I had said it in party. And
I
tried to
was
discuss
freeballing that entire situation.
And the fact, like, you're balling is questioning. I realized if you're gonna if I have to question things and like can't go, like that was so antagonistic that we can't. Like, I'm trying to get it out so we can go to the next round, so I can feel this. I'm trying not to make a 45-minute. I'm trying to make within an hour. I have within an hour to make a video, right?
Yeah.
Do you understand? I was already on 30 minutes of my video, and then you want me to upload it to YouTube, where I'm gonna have to upload it to my phone, and it takes so long. You don't have to do all that because your live stream. Like, that's where my problem was. That I tried to discuss this, you didn't hear me, whatever. But I'm trying. I need to condense this down. Try to get as much entertainment within 40 seconds, 45 minutes that I can, and we were already on 30 minutes. And
That's
we
why
barely
everything
got
should
to
be
the-
fleshed out from the very beginning before we even start.
Then that's where I'm
This should have been discussed. Because
No,
if you want to
shouldn't
cut
have,
this
Chief.
down, then we need to figure everything out beforehand.
No, we don't, because I'm natural. I just need to work by myself because I'm naturally able to work on the fly. And if you
Because
can't work on the
this
fly,
was your idea. So
That's because-
I'm just
that's
going
because
off
they
the
like it.
information that I heard.
That's because they like it when oh, I found another scroll. They like it when we try to do something. They like it. Do you not
When we
get- that's why-
figure out amongst ourselves.
Then okay.
Is
That's
that what you're trying to say? Because you keep stopping.
Well, like if you couldn't go like with the flow on, like this was so antagonistic that we couldn't get through this, and like I had told you before we streamed, and like the fact that like, man, that's why I'm good. Like you're gonna end up ruining my streams, and I need to do something by myself because I'm trying to be natural and everything, and I need to make and like you hurt me, you hurt me deeply.
Because that whole conversation wasn't natural. The thing was, you was talking, Blake
We
was
need
talking.
to act like it's do you not get it? It's like, okay, Blake, do you know what acting is, Blake?
Yeah.
So Blake understands what acting is. So you couldn't act on the fly. Okay, do your own videos. I'm cool, Jamie, because I'm not gonna work with somebody who can't act or even put on a show.
Well, an
Try to
actor knows what
I'm-
he's acting.
No, he doesn't. It's called improv. It's literally
That's
called
improv.
Then do
This wasn't improv.
Do improv, nigga. Do improv. There you go. But that's the problem. You
And
couldn't
then
do
ruin the
improv.
whole thing because I have no idea what's going on.
Well, do you get where we'll just? That's what I'm saying.
You saying I
can't-
ruin it for asking questions, but if I don't ask questions and don't know what's going on, then I ruin it because I don't know what's going on. So either way, it's getting
You
ruined.
weren't listening when I told you what was going on. That was the problem. When I tried to give you the best.
No, I heard you.
here we go.
I misunderstood
so as an
you.
actor, I gave you enough lines. You need to improv that.
Okay, I heard you, Devin. I misunderstood you. You didn't explain it. You just said what's gonna happen, and that's it. You didn't explain anything.
So that's why that's why, like, that, do you not get, like, improv to make, like, it's a show, and, like, the fact that you're
Improv.
not
Okay,
willing
you
to
say
put-
improv a cat, and I just act like a lion. Or
Yeah,
if I act
that-
like
that-
no,
that'll
let's
be-
say I act
that's
like
all-
a cat,
you know what,
but that's
Diggity?
not the cat
Do
you
it,
want.
do it. Cat. Give me a cat.
Meow.
Give me a cat right now.
Meow. Like you say, act like the cat, and that's it.
Give
what
me
type
more
of cat?
curiosity. There you go. There you go. You literally went me out. You literally did it there. You act like you can't do it, but you're like, I need.
I
more
said
questions.
meow.
Look at Blake. Look at Blake. He's perfect. Blake shit me what I need, baby. You see? Why can't you be like more like Blake?
I said meow. You was yelling
Why
the
can't
whole
you meow
time.
like that? Why can't you meow like that in that certain vernacular?
That's the
Why
thing.
can't-
There was no explanation. You said something, and then we started. So
Well,
I
that's
just
because
was
Blake-
guessing the whole time. That's what I'm
because Blake
saying.
Do you not get that Blake did it perfectly? Because
Blake guessed right. Okay, if I don't guess right, then you're saying the exact same thing that I ruined it.
We're gonna shoot you like the Italians. We're gonna shoot you out. I'm just kidding. I love you. You're breaking my heart.
If I guess wrong, it ruins the video. If I ask a question about it, then it ruins the
Jamie,
video.
I got a question. You know what? I can either answer this. You know what? I'm gonna have you answer this. How many times have I quit making a video because I've had a problem with your acting?
3 times. This is the 3rd time.
Yeah. So how many times am I willing not to put out content and lose like I'm willing not to put out videos and not put my voice in it. Anymore. So,
because
like,
this is all the other times we did anything, I asked questions, and this is the first time you stopped recording because I asked questions. The other time, other stuff was just going on, and you wasn't feeling about it, so you decided to cancel. This is the first time you actually stopped because I asked questions.
I wanted to stop the last time, but Jamie, your understanding of logic, like literally, your understanding of logic and my understanding of logic are 2 different logics. It's like we're looking at you're looking at the color orange and I'm looking at the color blue, even though I hate the color blue. I don't know why I chose blue. I'm gonna choose a different color.
I like blue, so I'll be looking at blue. That's the thing. We're just seeing different colors, and I'm trying to clarify which color we're supposed to be looking at because the color wasn't explained to me.
So Jamie, now that you have a quick explanation, and the fact that I'm now, you know what? That's what.
Now I understand what's going on.
Now that you understand what's going on, I don't even want to make a video because my soul is drained from the lack of like professionalism. Look at Blake. Blake's over here ready to go. Blake was like, I literally gave Blake the same thing. He was next to me. Like, you were there. Like, okay, should we have discussed it at the Wait, y'all are not both recording, right? Like, listening.
Oh, I'm still streaming.
Okay, man, y'all can't hear my voice. So y'all good. I already muted my mic on the party. Oh God. But the fact that like we should have discussed like the fact that you don't think this is cool. Wait, how many viewers do y'all got?
I had one earlier.
You know what? I might need to put my mic back on. Maybe me yelling was effective. Never mind. But the fact is, Jamie, like I want to have a really fun video. Like I'm gonna probably like start adding memes to my videos. But by that, I need to have good moments to like react upon. And like, if you don't think that everything's active,
Marcus, not
like,
Marcus, Noah.
Like,
sorry, Noah's trying to talk to me.
So do you know? Let's see. Codename. Okay, when Noah J6 when Pizza does his myths, right? Do you think he does the myths naturally, or do you think he plans them out to make them entertaining?
No, he plans it out completely. He streams him playing the game, and then he goes in later and edits it.
So listen to me, but we still need to have good work. Like, listen to me. If we don't have like already decent work ethic already on like faking it to make it, like okay, what if we have a 5-hour live stream where Coffee Brand Coffee offers me there's an event.
The biggest problem is that you're recording. Usually, all our stuff turns into side tangents, and we just go on and on.
Well,
but you don't have the ability to do that.
Let me say this. Let me say this as a grown man. I don't have. If we go on a side tangent, even though it's kind of funny, it makes me. I don't have enough room on my phone. I don't have enough money to get a computer on my phone. Like, you know,
yes, I know. So, that's what I'm saying. We need to plan it more out, and we need to explain it more because we can't go on tangents.
We're gonna do this again. I'm gonna smoke some more weed. You've hurt me deeply, more than I could ever say again, because I'm gonna post this video. Like, this video's it. I'm done, and like I don't even know if I can have enough energy. You know what, Blake?
Oh, we could just save the topic and just do what we usually do.
No, because save the. Oh, so save this. Okay, cool.
I need some money for armor. I only got
Here you go.
Thank you.
No problem. I've already filled up my arm.
I didn't need that much. Here you go.
Day off?
There's Zeds on the scope.
Take it back.
Must close the pod very soon.
And I could try connecting the videos, Devin.
I want you to understand. I mean, you understand. You doing a lot. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. No, I don't want to. So here's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna readjust it right after this boss. We're gonna readjust it where we start fresh. I will. You know.
Devin, you go
My
first.
sub. Go kill some
Or
Zeds.
is Jamie gonna go first?
You know what? No, I think that's where my main problem. Maybe if I showed y'all what I was, maybe if I like gave y'all, maybe if I like started off first, that would give y'all, it would.
Where's Chainsaw? Where's
Y'all know that he
Chainsaw?
got, y'all know he got blood in his ass.
Which
The
one?
clown? The clown.
I never
Yeah,
looked
like-
at his buff, but hey, let me look at
Like,
it.
look at it. Look at it.
Oh, he does.
He got-
He's bleeding out his butthole.
He's bleeding out his ass. Man.
I feel badly about it now.
Yeah, I didn't know it was like, I didn't know it was, oh man, that's like
I mean,
the,
I know you spit up acid, but
like, here you
maybe
go. That's like
why
the
he's
worst,
bleeding out his ass, 'cause he
that's like the
needs to
worst
stop
feeling
him.
in the fucking world. Like, probably bleeding
Well,
out
they
the ass.
were spliced together, body part by body part, and then forced to be cloned.
It's 'cause he eats
So
too much Taco
they
Bell.
was born like this. They was born eating Taco Bell, and this is the result.
The kids
But no.
don't eat Taco Bell, or this
So
is what's
we'll
gonna happen to
discuss. We'll start discussing it more, Jamie. But like, I guess if I went to, I guess, and if you shoot him in the ass, he doesn't like explode. Like where, like that's like where it is. That's like where it is. That's like the weak spot. There you go.
Thrown out. What? Ark Survivor, now go away. I have my door closed for a reason.
Come here, you flesh pound.
You now. So we're gonna redo this, and Jamie, you're gonna pick a different thing altogether. And
Alright.
here's what I want. And in order for me to be happy right now, I need you to do me one favor.
What?
No gun.
I like it when everyone makes it out alive.
I wasn't gonna do a gun in the first place. I just forgot to think about what to pick while I was waiting for you guys. And like on the spot, I'm like, frack, this would take me forever. So I just went with the gun.
Choose a different gun. I'll go first to set the tone, okay? I'm gonna unmute myself because I actually want to be a part of the videos. But like, also, fuck you, Jamie, for like literally not work. Blake I think Blake heard me completely, and like. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference in communicate. It looks like we have a failure of communication.
Yeah, but you first brought up the idea at Black
Yes, I
Rifle.
did. Yes. Can I have some monies? I need money.
There you go. Same
Thank
amount
you.
you gave me.
Word. Actually, dude, that filled me up. Like dead ass. That filled me up.
Oh, okay, you good? Okay.
Yeah, like I'm about to start like upgrading. Like I mean.
Holy crap, I would like to have some of that, because I don't know how much he threw.
I'm feeling generous.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you half.
Alright, bet.
Break time's over. Get
Oh.
Right as I was about to
So
do
we're
it.
gonna do this again. We all, everybody changed their ideas. We have time. I'm gonna calm myself down, okay?
Do it yourself.
I'm gonna calm myself down. But do you understand? I'm still kind of like Jamie. Have a little bit more fun and understand. I don't trust Jamie.
The black man's getting high-rated again.
I'm gonna reload. I
Wait,
wonder if I can reload.
did somebody say that? Did Chris say it?
Cancel your subscription.
Oh no! Why are you going for me? Leave me alone. Dodge his Gatling gun.
A word? Come on, I'm trying. If we can shoot at him hard enough, we can win this. We can win this.
He's about to run. Light him up. Light him
Come
up.
on, shoot him!
Trying to
Come on.
reload.
Let's go!
I like this shotgun axe.
That was good, boys. we can. Hey, you know what that means? If Blake succeeds, we can actually start like going literally on different levels.
Yeah, we just lucky enough we got him trapped in that corridor. It was hard for him to run away.
Pro game, no, like okay, okay. I'm sorry, but
One
Jamie,
of us was, two of us
I'll
were
try.
behind him,
I'll
and the
try
other
to be
two were in
better.
front of him.
But
So
do you
two of us
understand?
took damage.
Do you understand? You're like, okay, I want you to understand what you're doing to me. I'm like an artist, and you just shit on my painting.
But it's a new color.
It's a. Okay, I'm gonna start recording.
What happened to that improv? I'm teasing.
I'm gonna. You hurt me. Okay. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, I'm Dionysus.
Airship. I want the airship.
I'm Dionysus here, and we're here today with the Guardian Eden and Blade 21 and Riveted. And remember, we're sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. We have teas, and you know what we have? What else is it, Guardian?
Nuts.
Peanuts.
All right, today's subject today. Today we will be here's how the game goes. We will be naming one or two ability. You know what is two abilities that you're going to do, and then your opponent and then your friends will give you either can customize it, then we can customize it later. I shall start. Here's my two abilities and here's how it works. Everybody, I want you to use your imagination. Imagine there's a line. That's the weapon. And then in that line, there's two bars, like a video game weapon. That video game weapon, you get to input two skills. Like, let's say lightning and fire, or wind, or cheating on your spouse, or turkey. I don't fucking know why you want turkey, but hey, you're the one who wants it. So here's my weapon. I'm going to choose a scythe. And I'm gonna input my two abilities. One's called charge shot, and it's a long range shot. The other lengthy ability is control manipulation. I'm allowed to control it at a certain distance. I won't say what distance. That's for y'all to decide, Guardian and Blade. All right, I end my turn.
You have activated my trap card. The maximum distance you can control your scythe is 7.5 and 14 inches. 7.5 feet and 14 inches.
7.5. Is that as long as my body? So can I? Oh, never mind. Sorry, I don't need to talk. Dang it. I guess I'm a crackhead. I don't know how long that is. I don't know how far that is. I don't know. You asked me a math question. 7.5. What?
7.5 feet and 14 inches.
Okay. Okay. How far
Wait,
is that?
what did you do, Jamie?
He can control his scythe away from his body, and I just added a distance he can go. The maximum distance he can go with his scythe is 7.5 feet and 14 inches.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I say 14 inches. 12 inches is a foot, so half of that. Okay, so that's actually 8 feet and a half plus the extra bonus 2 inches. So that's 8.5 feet plus 2 inches. So that's a better way to word it. 8.5 feet with 2 additional inches. The reason I added extra inches was just to be annoying and to add extra math. Alright, Blake, your turn.
He hurt me where it counts the most. Math. He threw in the math, y'all. He threw in math. He knew my ancient weapon. He knew the ancient weapon.
The reminder to everyone, Coffee Brand Coffee is the sponsor of this. Go to check out the link below and shout out to Lucy Einstein. Thank you for supporting Dionysus and all of us throughout this journey. Go, Blake.
You activated my spell card. The Shrinkle weapon card.
Time's up.
So now your weapon has became twice its size.
Blake, could you please explain more? Like, what does
So,
that
you
mean?
know how the normal size of a scythe was? Or your normal size of a scythe? Because I'm pretty sure that's how the regular size of what your scythe would have been. That's how a
Well,
normal scythe, or were you expecting it, or were you making it bigger?
y'all get to choose the scythe type. In fact, if y'all need me to look, if y'all need to like look up a scythe, or y'all want to decide how
Well,
the scythe looks,
I was
like,
expecting,
so
a scythe is like a sickle, right? Or like
It's
Grim
a
yes.
Reaper
sickle,
scythe.
but it's usually for farming. Okay, let's not give him a typical farming scythe because the aerodynamics is weird. So the stereotypical Grim Reaper scythe is the look that we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Because I might show a picture in my video. Is it like the Billy and Manny Grim scythe, or could we share a picture?
The
Because
Family
like I would
Guy,
like.
the Family Guy Grim Reaper scythe.
Gotcha.
Straight rod with the blade at the end.
Come see me. The pod's safely open.
Is that okay with you, Blake?
Yeah. Great with me.
Okay.
System says you are
So the
Like
Grim
half its
Reaper
size.
within the show is pretty tall. So I'm gonna say he's at least high 5 foot or 6 foot. And the scythe goes about, I believe the scythe goes over his head, or it's about 6 feet. If you're doubling the size of that, Blake, uh, Devin, you're
I'm not
walking
doubling
around.
it. I'm shrinking it.
Oh, you're
I'm making
shrinking
it
it.
half of its
Okay,
size.
Okay,
so
that's
you have
why.
about
Half
a.
its size.
That's why I needed the confirmation. I'm like, wait, what does that mean? I'm like, what
Yeah,
is
I'm
he?
Okay.
halving its size. I'm making it smaller.
Okay, so his average scythe is about 6 foot. I'm assuming. I don't know his actual height. So let's just say 6 foot. So you have a 3 foot scythe that you can control up to 8.5 feet and 2 inches.
Everyone on a smoke break?
last chance. I have to power
Nice.
down the pod.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
I
All
would
right.
agree.
Okay. So it's half its size. Okay.
All Zeds on the scope.
Thumb
Blake, you're
drives,
next.
flash drives, encrypted hard drives, and laptop.
If I don't get some cash together, I'll be stuck.
All right. I have chosen an axe. Actually, two axes. No,
Dented down numbers.
so an axe is what my weapon is. And then the ability. We're allowed to choose two abilities, right? And that's what
Two
people
skills.
get to choose, right?
Yeah, two
Skills.
skills.
My first skill is that it gets to duplicate itself.
Okay.
And then its second skill is that it can cut through any material.
Okay, a duplicating a cut anything axe. Is that correct?
Yeah, any like basic. Yeah, basically.
Alright, I'll let you take the first one, Dionysus.
So the duplicating axe. I'm gonna say the axe is for you. Yeah, the axe has to be two-handed.
A good day's work.
So you can duplicate it,
Survive.
but the weights
Must
Or-
be the weight of a two-handed axe.
yes. So don't get me wrong. You can do a cool ass down attack. I'll give you that. But the weights, so you gotta understand you're slow.
No grenades.
You get that?
Buy some.
Depends. I don't know if I can build up my strength like how Ichigo's sword is a two-handed sword, and he can swing his sword one-handed. Ichigo's
Okay. So you have
But,
a.
but, but wait, 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 wait.
Espinor's
Wait,
axe.
Wait,
Espinor's
that's
axe
the
is a
problem.
two-handed axe.
That's the problem, Blake. The condition to your axe duplicating is that it will forever be two-handed axe. That means you would need both your arms to carry the axes, right? So if you were to pick up the axes, you couldn't pick them up. That's the drawback.
I'm about to shut the pod.
But you can throw infinite number of axes though.
Oh yeah, oh for sure. You can for sure chuck those bitches. But that, I mean, that's a horrible thought, Jamie. You know that, right? Like having a rain of axes.
Ruined my plan.
Well, you think cutting through anything in infinite axes literally makes like
I'm
material,
a welder.
like literally doing that, Blake, for that is ludicrous that you cut through anything.
I know.
If you, that is ludicrous. So you think your axe is actually going to be like very. You're gonna be a skilled axe wielder who has the axe that cuts through anything. No, we gonna throw some drama in there. Jamie, Guardian, what
Okay.
would you like that
Every axe you duplicate, it's the same size regarding third Devin's request, but the design of the axe is different. So let's say you get a regular fireman's axe, you go to duplicate it. It's the same size axe, but it's a different style of axe. So the weight of like the balance of it and how you would use that axe is different. So let's say you use a fire axe, you duplicate it, it might be a battle axe, or it might be a.
Let me explain better, Jamie. I get what you're going. So your axe starts out as a Viking axe, right, Blake? But every time you duplicate your axe, it's a different type of axe, but it weighs the same as the two-handed axe.
Gotcha.
So let's say you
I kinda
duplicated.
knew what he was going about.
Yeah.
Like how I had my axe and then I duplicated it would be a totally different axe. It could
Yeah,
be
but it would look.
It
Yeah,
could be a fireman axe. It could be the.
but it weighs the same as
Yeah,
the
it weighs
regular
the same
axe.
as the two-handed battle axe.
So
Yeah.
if you have a favorite axe, be careful if you try to dupe it.
No. He's starting off with the one weapon, and then he duplicates it and changes it to it's a randomizer.
Okay,
So I would-
for a small second, I was thinking like the original disappears. Okay, never mind.
So
Ignore that
no.
statement. Okay.
So Blake, I'm just gonna ask you this personally. So here's how I'm thinking your ability goes. You have your regular two-handed axe, and then you activate duplicate. You get a random version of an axe at random, right?
Okay,
As a
hey,
two-handed,
oh.
but you keep your original. I'm thinking the duplicate can be a same weight, right?
Yeah.
But do you want to throw away? But I don't think he can throw away his original weapon. I think. Wait, Jamie. I'm gonna add this. He needs to touch his original weapon to be throwing multiple weapons.
Yeah,
So
I was
my
about to
original
say
weapon on my back.
because of this
And then-
Yes,
ability.
you can. Yes, you can do that. No, Blake. That's completely fair. No, that's within the confines of your. You can put the axe actually on. You can actually put the axe in the ground, and as long as your foot is touching it, you're allowed to summon. They're just know you really can't be. You can't be just chucking them.
As long as
That
my
means
body
Okay.
is touching the touching my main
Yes.
weapon, I can summon another one to throw. Got it.
yes.
That is a
But it-
bit complicated. But so if it's okay with you, David, we could
Okay.
take back that. He can still duplicate it, but each one he duplicates, his infinite cutting power gets less.
So
Be-
it won't change
the-
the form, or it just
It will stay the
You know
same
what?
form. The cutting power just gets less because
You know
I know
what?
my
I'll take-
stipulation
I'm
kind
down
of.
with that.
Wait, no. Wait, Jamie. Here's the ultimatum. Because remember, Blake, it's me and him, and then when you decide on, you know. So here's what we'll do, Blake. Here's what we'll do, Jamie. Here's the two options. You ready?
Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. We'll give him We'll give him an infinite number of same axes that weigh the same, but his dullness lessens as time. Or we'll give him a randomized axe in the blade of the axe, and it's still heavy, but the axe itself is like, you know, if it's like a fireman's axe, then you know you shouldn't be using
Yeah.
a fireman's. The edge, like Blake, you understand the edge of a fireman's axe is probably not as like good as a Viking axe, right? Like you understand that from like so it's randomized, Jamie, or it dulls over time. I think the randomized and the dull over time compensate for each other because you gotta land the hit with a heavy axe. And I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't, but you can still spawn the weapon at any point. So Blake, you can't necessarily throw the weapon unless you two-hand throw it, which you shouldn't be. But you can technically drop the weapon.
So
Okay.
is my weapon gonna be the weight of a two-handed axe, and it's gonna dupe And it's when I duplicate it, it's gonna change form, or is it
Or
going to dull
like that's
over
no,
time?
that's why I'm
That's
giving
what I'm
Jamie
trying
the
to figure
ultimate.
out.
No. That's where Jamie gets to choose the. That's where I'm giving
Yeah.
Jamie the ultimate. I'm giving
Okay, so
Jamie
you're
the
giving
last.
him the choice to choose those.
Yes.
Choose my two.
Yes,
slots.
and
Got
this
it.
will decide what your weapon's kind of, finality will be. It's supposed to, you can do. Listen to me. If y'all want to go back and do my weapon like that, I will have no problem. Okay.
Oh no, your weapon is good because
Yeah, your
I
weapon's
Okay.
fine. I was
after
just
like
trying to
thinking
figure out
about
what my
my
two
power.
skills my two things were on it.
Yeah,
I just
after
wanted to be
thinking
clear.
about my power, I realized it didn't like make too much sense. So kind of simplify it for the sake of swiftness. I was gonna change like each axe he duplicates would get duller and duller as he
So you're
duplicates it.
choosing the Dolan.
Yes,
So you
I'll
can
go with the
James,
duller.
so Blake, here's the deal: the two-handed axe. You can pick the design in your next utility round, but the two-handed axe doesn't like it. Won't. It will get. It's
My
every time
duplicates
you.
get duller. Yes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And I'll tell you what, your true axe will have the sharpness, but if
Gotcha.
you want to use the duplication, then you probably won't be able to, really
Yeah.
cut through any material.
My duplication will be more for the first throw to try and break it down, and then the rest to break down the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
So
talk
you
about
actually have
the
to put
utility.
thought. You have to decide when to use your axe and when to use the duplicate.
All right,
Or should
so
you sacrifice? Okay.
Jamie, it's your turn.
Okay. A bow with elemental arrows, and to decide on the elemental arrows would be the. Oh, no, my bad. Just elemental bow.
We
There we go.
decide on the elemental.
Elemental bow. There we go.
Yeah, like no offense, we would okay. Actually, you said elemental. Since you picked the one skill, we can let. Actually, here's how the game is played. You have to you have to roll a dice per bow pool to choose the element, and if it's like one, you got to roll a dice per bow pool to choose the element. And if you do multiple, and you know what? You can do, and if you go into utility, you can custom. We'll talk about customization in utility.
Okay.
Because if you roll, because if you roll, you only get one roll. You do get only one roll. But I think it would be fair. I think Blake. I don't think it would be batting if he can roll more than one dice. Maybe up to 2 to 3 dice.
Okay. Is it one roll per arrow?
Yes. Well, it's one.
Okay.
It's one roll per bow pool to activate the elemental arrows.
Okay. So I can shoot as a regular bow, but if I want to add the element, I have to roll the dice.
Yes.
Pretty much. Okay.
Yes. So at one point your hand has here's how a little bit of the detail. Whenever your hand you need to roll a dice, throw it. The dice disappears and the elemental affinity comes to your hand, and then you can touch your bowstring and it affects the arrow. I'm guessing that's where I'm going for that.
Okay.
Blake, that's where I'm going for there. Blake, where you want to add? That's how. Jamie having a sniper bow. I imagine like a really hard bow, like a those.
Yeah, Josh, you get to join.
I say his element should be.
Well, Zed's on the way. Start to wrap things up, as they say.
He gets grass element.
So you naturally have grass element. Your bow naturally does grass damage.
Oh.
All right. Now that we're here, let's go on to the next phase. Let's meet the challenge. This next phase is called utility. Here's the name of the subject. Each person will have one chance to talk about their movement, an accessory to the item, or an advantage you have with that item just being equipped.
Regarding the game, come here, guys. Come to me. All right, continue.
So, Blake, Jamie, or me? Let's go.
You went first last round, so go first again.
All right. So for my accessory, I will put on a chain, and I will add the ability. I will add that I can pull myself away. I can have like a scorpion. I have a scorpion movement due to my skill set. due to me adding the chain as an accessory, I have a scorpion move. Since I can move I can technically move 7 feet, right? I mean 7 feet. Wow, that number is so confusing. You fucked me, Jamie. Like that number, so I can move 7.5 feet, right?
I did the math for you. Is 8.5 feet after adding the inches.
So technically, couldn't I? Can I technically? So due to my chain, I'm adding my accessory as a chain. It will be up to y'all, and it will be up to y'all to agree upon my movement, or such with the chain or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna add the chain to do a. I wanna call it a Viper Dash. I want to due to me able to control my scythe, which is small now, thanks to Blake, and able to get 8 feet away from me. So which makes it even, So technically, I can control it away from my body, but with a chain accessory. So I want to do a chain accessory where I basically, if y'all need an understandment. Basically, think about if I was falling off a building. If the building was 4 feet away from me, I could stick the scythe into the chain building and technically pull myself to it.
Yeah, I understand what you mean by that. Yeah, I understand what you mean.
All right, y'all can go discussion it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Because since you can only control it 8.5 feet, let's have your chain exactly that feet. So, however far you can control your axe, however far your chain will go.
My scythe.
Your scythe. So, that kind of help you gauge on what your distance you can go. If your chain is fully tight, that's how far you can actually go.
I'm down with that.
And just for clarification, what was your other movement ability, or was it just the chain?
I was just getting, okay, so that was just me, I want the ability to not necessarily grab objects, but I would like the ability to, pull an enemy towards me. Which I think, I think with the chain and the ability to control the scythe, due to I think I can get a pull-in move. Or a pull-in like a pull-in, I want y'all can limit it, but I think if let's say there was a car.
Okay, I got it. For that second one, in order to pull it close to you, either your chain or the scythe has to be touching it. So it kind of connects your ability to that item or whatever you're trying to pull. Does anyone need money?
No. Bill.
No, okay. So you can pull whatever or anything, but you have to be touching it with your body and your axe or chain.
All right. Cool, and that's my only thing for my utilities, that I get a move skill, let's call them special moves. Let's say due to these special moves, these are your talents that could be used in the next round for Horde, okay? This gives you a good example of what you're gonna do. So these are basically your special moves. Due to you having the item, you're allowed to now adjust your movement now that you have a powerful item. Okay, Jamie, I don't think it's unfair if you were to roll a dice and have it water come and then freeze the one like an ice arrow, but you need to
Yeah.
Wait, stop. I want to add something to Jamie's ability that is a negative and positive. Jamie, you are allowed to roll up to 3 dice for greater elemental ability, but they each take longer to roll down.
Okay. And Blake's was for it to always be the grass element. So Nate. So that what does that mean?
Well, you gotta understand the grass nature really doesn't help you. Grass is really almost like wind. Okay, so grass and wind,
okay. I just want to be sure. And he said the primary element. So let's just say I rolled. The primary element that I'm mostly gonna get is grass, but it's still a small chance for me to get other elements.
Let's say you'll always get 2. You'll always roll, no offense, you can always quickly throw 1 dice and always have 2. You always have, right?
Okay.
You don't even have to activate the dice. Basically, you just have to think about it. Okay, So imagine this with me. Ready, Jamie? Right here.
Go.
Help. So it's
I'm
imagine.
coming.
Man, give me a second. I gotta self heal. I'm dying. Goodbye.
Oh, you're running away from me. I'm trying to get you.
Or like, you want me to run towards
Okay.
him?
Took his aggro.
Now he's aggroed on us now.
So basically, imagine this, Jamie. You drop a dice, and if you
Coming
drop
to
the
you
dice
now.
with no effort, if you put no effort into rolling the dice, you'll naturally always roll a nat
got
2, right?
All
You'll
right.
roll a nat 2,
He's
and the
in
nat
the
2 is
stairs,
a green is a
Oh,
grass
he's coming
elemental.
downstairs.
But if you were to double up, but grass is more like wind, like as in like you know how you have fire and grass, and like the fire it helps the grass, but if you have like ice and grass, that like grass is more like a wind idea. You get me?
Yeah. Okay. Is
yeah.
it fine for me to think of it kind of like vines? Like the
No,
grass
yeah,
will like try to like grab him or something like that?
I would like to say it's more of like an energy boost to your regular normal arrows.
Okay.
That's what grass is. Like that's literally like your base attack, right? That's your
Okay.
base attack. Is naturally green colored arrows with a hint of attack.
Now that's been clarified. For my accessory, I would like to. You know how some bows they have like that weight bar in the front of the bow to help with stabilization.
Yes.
I would like that, but it's spring. It's like a tube with a spring inside of it that can hold up to 3 dice. So if I hit a button, it will launch those 3 dice.
Your hand has to touch the bow. Like remember I told you earlier that
Yes.
your hand has
Yeah,
to
my
touch
hand
the
has
bow?
to touch the bow. Yes.
So you have to roll the dice and then you have to touch the bow. So do you understand how like spring loaded? Like
Yes,
okay,
I will have to let go to manually activate it, and then
so
after
you're
it's
trying to
activated.
activate all 3 dice at once.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
give
a
you,
way for me to multi-throw while try to keep myself alive at the same time. Because if
I'm
I do
sorry,
it manually, then it'll put me in a deadlier situation. So I can do that while keeping a hand free.
the whole point is you have to throw the dice with your hand. Like I know, like not to be, you have to throw the dice with your hand to touch the bow to release it. You can't like you can't multi-throw with an item on the bow.
All right.
Okay, here's actually Jamie. I'll give you what about stock? You allow on your bow. You're allowed 3 stocks of elemental arrows per roll.
Where'd he go?
Oh, so I'm able he's chasing me. So I'm able the storm. Like I can roll
Yes.
the dice beforehand.
Yes, instead on your bow and arrow, there's like 3 little gems that light up per saved element. And if you want to, you can do an instant cast of all 3 elements.
Okay, then if that's the case, my accessory, that bar thing, will just be like has like lights on them to signify the elements and my uses. Is that okay? So I have a
Yes.
visual, so I can visually see what I have available.
Yes, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
But
And
on
that's-
hold mode, I want to say something. There will be zombies that move fast, and there will be zombies that move slow. Like you gotta understand, like we're gonna put it through horde mode, like because horde mode also has dogs. Okay, so we'll discuss them. We'll discuss it as it goes on. Okay.
Okay, and for the
Blake.
sake of recording purposes, and I just got a call regarding a child. Hint, hint. Can this be
What?
part 1, and we continue this in part 2?
Fine.
Cause don't you have to stop the video soon?
I'm at 30. I have to do it I stopped it. I'm just gonna share it. So,
Okay, yeah, because I have to go grab Ash real quick, and the game's over, and you have to reset your recording. So
You're right.
You could probably name that part 1, and then next week should be labeled as part 2. I'll be right back.
Okay. Like you should be thinking about your accessory. You probably should, like, no offense, you probably should get a whole. Like you're probably just like I would. I mean, this is just up to just like a decide. I would probably get a holder for your axe. Cause like, what if you cut through yourself?
True.
Like that. I'm not just gonna give you the regular bullshit. What if you cut through yourself? Like.
True. I'm thinking about Well, I'm on stream, and if I say that, I'll be saying the stuff that I got. So, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm gonna attach to it.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, remember, so, your attachment, don't forget, y'all forgot your skill moves, which is kind of sad, because Jamie didn't even think about,
Frack, I forgot about the name, yeah.
like, that's the problem. Like, skill moves help you, so skill moves in, like, Smite, they help you in movement, right? So that's why I kind of did, okay, so here's the deal. If Jamie tries to block me, I'm not.
Okay, Ash fell asleep. I had to
Okay.
go get him from my mom. Got him.
Oh, no. Alright, so, Jamie, we're not going to stop on you because I actually want to, you didn't talk about any skill moves you have. I'm actually going to give you the Neath backflip for two of your elemental spots.
Oh, I do. I completely forgot. It's supposed to be like mobility. I was just thinking about just something.
So that's my
okay.
trade-off. So you have to do two quick roll. For 2 elemental charges on your bow, you get an elemental like explosion backflip. But you don't get to choose where you land.
So the magic is actually having me do the flip because I can't do backflips with anything.
No, you can't. Yes, that's because I gave that to you just so you have a little bit. Listen to me. Movement is important in like fights, and nobody thinks about how like you like I pick your gun. All things is funny until you need to run. What if your gun? So like
Did
you
you
Blake
start
are choosing-
recording again?
Oh.
Safety's off.
All right. Hello, I'm Dionysus here, and we're back for part 2 of talking. You know what? Let me meet somebody in the party who yeah, nah. We don't deal with
Thank you for
Mormons.
watching this video again. We are sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee.
Coffee.
You can get your favorite coffee, teas, nuts, and other things that the website might have. We are here, as you heard, with Dionysus and Blake.
Yo.
Yo. So,
And we'd just like to give a short shout out to one of our best reviewers and or supporters, Einstein. She's been supporting us from the very beginning. We are very thankful. Anyone else you want to shout out there, Mr. Dionysus? Dionysus?
Renard, one white, one black people. Sergeant, you're so funny. I hope you ever watch my videos. Sergeant, please watch my videos. You're so funny. You're talking about them cocksuckers. Never mind.
Okay,
So-
let's get right back into it. So we was on mobility, and we kind of went on a side tangent. So let's go from there.
So here's what I'm gonna give Blake. Here's what I'm gonna give Jamie for his first element. No. I'm gonna change it up, Blake. And remember, Jamie, this is between me and Blake. Has to agree. Not you can interject your information, but it's just okay. So you ready, Blake? For 2 of his 3 elemental things, he gets a dash. For all 3, he gets a full black flip. For 2, he gets an elemental dash that does the elemental he rolls from the dice.
I understood. Yep, that sounds good.
And he has a backflip. And then Jamie, how does that sound to you?
Oh, it's so gullible these days.
That sounds good to me.
Is there anything you want to add? Any movement skills I should take accountability?
Okay, when I dash in the elemental explosion, does that still coincide with the lights on my stabilizer?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You do that Final Fantasy 11 Infinity damage, but you're not necessarily elemental resistant.
Okay, so let's say there's a fire, if I'm not careful, I can still be burned.
Okay,
correct?
so you're protected at the first part. You're protected at the startup because obviously elemental energy is around you, but.
Yeah. But I'm just not
say
naturally
you-
protected by it. Just during that moment, I'm protected.
Yes.
Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. That's okay with me.
All right, Blake, it's your turn.
For my attachments.
Yeah,
So your
I went on a
attachment and
side
your
tangent,
movement,
but we're
and
talking
your
about
moveset.
mobility. Yeah.
And my got it. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, add a skill set just to get like. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you add like a skill or 2 just to make sure you have a movement skill. Because like, I'm thinking about it in zombies. Wouldn't you want to learn a skill to get away or to attack?
I think it's more
So you need to probably add that.
I think that's so good.
attachment is going to be a leather strap that goes from the top of the handle to the bottom of the handle to be able to put it around around the back of on my back.
For when you're not using it?
Yeah, for when I'm not using it.
Okay.
It's nowhere near the blade. It's just on the handle.
Can I add some? Okay, here's something. I'm totally fine with that. But okay, on the weight thing. I'm thinking about Dark Souls and all that bullcrap and Elden Ring. So wouldn't you think a two-handed axe on your back would be heavy for you? Like, I'm just thinking about it in like, so like that's what I'm just saying in that regard. So if you summon the other two-handed axe, wouldn't your back and your front be stressed out from the weight of two axes on your body? Word? I don't think that's...
I mean...
Why would you do that to me?
So if you got a leather strap, like I'm just trying to ask her, like, how do you expect to actually move around if they're like, that's what I'm asking. Like, these are your weapons. So if you were dealing with a zombie apocalypse, I'm just saying, before we move on to the next round, I'm just giving you that consideration that, like, hey, would you necessarily want a leather strap on you if you're fighting a boss and trying to throw your axe in the boss, like I'm just thinking about it, like, if it's heavy, right? Which it is heavy, right, Jamie? We have pointed.
Said I have to be physically touching it to duplicate it.
Last chance.
Yes, so you're touching it. I'm just asking, are you also accounting for the weight if it's zombie horde mode and a boss rush, and the boss is actually not going to get hit by your axe to the first attack?
Oh, I got teleported. Okay, you almost killed me.
So is that the item?
You said we have two abilities to add, right?
Well,
skill abilities?
You already added yours. It's got to anything, and it's
No. I thought you were talking about like the attack ability type thing.
I mean, you
the movement.
So like, here's the problem. Your weapon and you naturally have movement. So you have to come up with a movement that your weapon would naturally have. Like, you would... Like, do you get... Like, so if you duplicate... So technically, if you duplicate, you could probably make, like... You can probably make a shield. Why don't you say that, Jamie? Why don't you say he could probably make a shield at one point that because his two-handed axes would be wide because they're two-handed axes?
Yeah, well, regarding skills, yes, but for the movement, I was thinking, since it's a leather strap, maybe it like reduces the weight by half, allows him to actually move.
You know what?
For his movement ability, he can put it on his back, but the strap itself will make it where he can move around.
You know what I'm gonna give you, Blake? This is gonna be fun. When you have the leather straps attached, you're gonna do something called we're gonna reduce the weight, like Jamie said. Is that cool with you with the leather strap? We're gonna allow you to move. We're gonna allow you
won't have no fancy flip or anything, but you'll be allowed to have it on your back and move around without the weight completely hindering you.
The one thing, the attack thing that I was gonna do with the weapon was gonna be like an atomic spin, kind of like how Thor has with his hammer, how he spins around.
Yes, but how? So could you technically, like, okay, since the blade?
I'm holding on to the axe with both of my hands, and I'm spinning around in a circle.
So
it will be hard, but eventually momentum will kick in, and the momentum will help him.
I mean, like, but that's not a movement. I would say that's just a tornado, and then you would get dizzy after 5 seconds.
Yeah, regarding movement, I like the idea of the strap helping you move, but the actual like spinning thing, if you want to make that ability, we'll have to add into dizziness unless you're using your physical force to spin it. Your own self.
Wait, I got a question, Blake. Can I?
I am using my physical force.
So this is, I mean,
said
Blake.
Something that would be realistic with my weapon, and since I only did duplication and cutting through anything, it's only by my own physical mass of force. So my own physical mass of force is spinning it.
So I got a question, Blake. If you use the leather strap the weight of the item is reduced. So just remember that the item is reduced on your back. So technically, the item itself would be reduced, allowing you to move. It wouldn't
Yes.
be useful until you equipped it. You get me?
Yes. But I can still
Okay.
spin around with my duplication weapon.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you can.
that won't be a skill. That's what to make it a skill. So that will come in
Not-
handy during
So
the
the
boss round.
duplication of your weapon, that's no problem. But the problem is your duplication weapon is just not as blunt. It's just not as good as like your regular weapon. Which, listen to me. Just because you can cut through anything with the first weapon, the second weapon is more blunt. And you get me? Like
True,
it's
I
still
know
like
the
a
second weapon's more blunt.
so like it's like a bludgeon. Oh, like the axe is almost like a for sure hammer. But the first axe, the first axe is sharp, right? You can cut through anything like you said. But you know, that also risks the movement loss of like carrying the sharpest axe you got and then slicing it into the ground. Because remember, you have to pull the axe out of the ground two-handed while like you know. So
Come in, David. Oh no, I can see you.
yeah.
Okay, so to clarify, his attachment and movement ability is combined. So his attachment is the leather strap, which allows him, when he equips it, to
Can we just call
lighten
it
it.
stroll? Can we just call it leather stroll?
Well, yeah. So whenever he equips it, it reduces the weight of his main axe, so he's able to move. Is that? Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes, but I'm gonna give him a movement skill of my own creating. I'm gonna give him rush axe, which is a wild form of when he basically throws the first axe and duplicates the other axe while both his arms are in the air, allowing him to lunge with the weight of the axes, which is double the weight of him, allowing him to do.
Oh,
a quick
so
kind of run.
like as he throws it and he duplicates the other one, the momentum allows him to
Yes.
rush forward with it as he's bringing his arm. Okay. I see.
Blake, is that to combo?
Yeah.
Because that move, because I think that's a realistic move you can perform with just like an hour of training. Like I know.
Yeah.
That's great
So
for
this
me.
is pretty much what automate the process for it becoming a skill, pretty much.
Yes, he's probably gonna like throwing his axe. Okay, Blake, you probably don't have throwing your second weapon is probably like not the thing that like you're probably gonna do. If we're being honest, you're probably just gonna create the second axe just as a lighter feature because. Okay, before we move on, is everybody cool with their skills, their movement skills and everything, right?
Yes.
So let's go to horde mode. Horde mode. Now you gotta discuss yourself in horde mode. So I'm gonna argue for Blake that if he loses his first axe and then he has to summon the second axe, then at one point he might actually trip over an axe with a lot of zombies, unless he disappears.
Like, let's say he's just walking around, he accidentally walks on his axe, he'll trip over it.
Yes.
You want to make that like a guaranteed thing, or are you just saying that if he summons too much axes, that might hurt him?
Well, like that's the problem with a zombie horde mode. That's the question that is implied when when a horde mode is. That's the question I'm implying that mean you have to like that's what.
Oh, you're just saying that so we're aware of it. Okay.
Yes, because that's one of the things that like I know that isn't a big factor in everything, but like let's be honest,
It's something we have to keep an eye out for.
Because like if you summon like 30 axes at once. And they're two-handed axes, like you know the rule state, right? There's no way in heck you're gonna be able to like I don't even know what to say. Move these axes before, like you know, what if you get hit on? What if you can't move the axe before, like you know, what if you can't throw away the axe before the axe falls? Because you gotta add some fantasy with realism, right?
Okay, and for the sake of argument for our weapons. Since there's gonna be so many probably duplicated axes, do you want to make it where we can't like de-equip all weapons to pick his up? for the sake of this
Well, that
thing
depends
we're
how y'all
doing.
want to. That depends on y'all. I mean, that depends on horde mode. Because, like, okay, are we with each other? Because that's like a teamwork thing.
Okay, I was thinking. Oh, I fell. I'm dying. I'm dying. I lost my everything. When did a hole got? When was there a hole in the floor?
Get to the indicated pod
Word.
for resupply.
So basically, horde mode. Okay, I don't think I would pick up Blake's axe at the simple cost of it's too heavy. It's too heavy to move. Two-handed weapons are so, even with his leather strap equipped, moving with a heavy weapon, which I'm guessing your axe is, right, Blake?
Huh? Yeah.
Your axe is a heavy weapon axe, right?
You killed me again.
Battle axe.
It's a battle axe. So battle axes are known for what? Slow swings, right? You have to do a slow start-up swing.
Can I get some money, guys?
Yeah, I have $100.
Because whoever hit that button, you open the hole in the floor. Just saying.
Don't you want to drive me crazy?
First, Devin almost killed me by launching me into the blender, and then whoever hit that button just killed me by dumping me in lava.
It happens to the best of us.
So you guys just out to kill me at this point?
Is Ribbity still
You
here?
did not come back. You didn't come back over here. I was trying to
Is
give you
Ribbity
money,
still
but
here?
you just left.
Hey,
Sorry, I was
is
picking
Ribbity
them up.
still-
No, Rabbity's
can we-
not here.
Oh man, can we also play Smite if you don't mind too? Like in a little bit, like
Yeah, we can switch. No problem.
James Blake, is that okay? And I'll bring up a new topic. But no,
Okay, we only got
wait.
this 3 rounds left, so let's go ahead and get into horde
So
mode.
how about this? The horde mode, let's talk about it with each other, how we would deal with a horde mode with zombies. And boss mode, let's come together as a final fight group. Friendship and
I
magic.
agree with that.
And then, hear me out, we're gonna start doing this, and once I get enough money, which, you know, my locals is down, but the locals start animating these. We'll start animating these, but basically, so how would you deal with a zombie horde mode? And then me and Jamie, and then we can all argue with each other about how the person would, yeah.
Alright, let's stick with the same order. You go first, Devin.
Okay. So my movement skills, since my movement skills allow me to touch physically, technically, with the Grim Reaper sight, and it being small, y'all said the staff was smaller, but you didn't say the blade was smaller, right?
That's a Blake question.
Blake, is the blade?
Okay, is the blade smaller too, or is it just the length of the staff?
the entire thing's bigger.
Oh,
Okay, if that's the case, it was about 6 feet tall, and the blade was about like 2 feet, like 2.5 feet wide. Just if I'm guessing based on the animation for.
Billy Mandy, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to Google it real quick, I can go first on mine while you Google it.
So can I? I want to first things first. Since I have a chain, I would like to Can I modify my weapon since it's a small weapon due to Blake's interference? I would like to change my blade to a Kusanai, which is basically.
Isn't that pretty much like when the sickle blade is straight instead of curved?
Yes, but since it's a smaller blade, wouldn't you say wouldn't you say with Blake modifying my sight to be smaller, it would technically classify as a sickle or a Kusanai?
It would pretty much be a sickle. Let's just say you get to customize the angle of your blade.
So the Kusagiri. Let me look it up real quick, and I can send y'all a picture. And that way, Kusagiri. Kusagiri.
You need money?
It would be helpful.
I need money. I need fun.
Thank you.
No, I don't. All right. So, also one fact is that since Blake changed the size, my blade would be technically smaller.
It would be pretty much a sickle. It would just pretty much be a sickle.
Couldn't you say due to Blake's modifications, my weapon turns into a sickle, and due to my accessory, I still keep my movement skills, but my weapon has like been like let's say
It's just an oversized sickle.
Yeah, it has to be because due to right.
Yep.
I want to be able to, due to my chain and I want to be able to create like a saw. So I want to be able to like walk forward and create like a windmill kind of effect where I can basically shred bodies.
Like with your chain, like moving like a tornado, like
With the
moving in a
chain whip,
circle.
yeah. No, not me.
Oh, like the chain itself being like a saw.
The chain, since I can move, I'm gonna use a movement skill with natural intuition. I'm gonna allow my saw to act like a snake, using my chain whip saw to like rip off heads and stuff for zombies. So as long as I go straight for the heads, and like I can like whip myself to pull myself to areas, I can pull myself to higher advantages, and I have a headshot. I have a good headshot efficiency of 8.
However you want to utilize your chain is up to you. You have no restrictions on your chain.
Oh, word, Blake. I need compensation for Blake. This is how that will work.
Well, Blake is about to die.
Do I have no confirmation on my?
He pretty much has to manipulate the chain however he likes. Is that okay with you, Blake?
He gets to manipulate the chain however he likes. Yeah, that's good for that.
All right, due to my chain manipulation, I can also twist up head. I guess I can also twist up people's body, not full restraint, but I can twist up like people's bodies to be impaled by my Kusagiri, right?
You can restrict them a little bit, but not full restriction. Yeah.
That's why we always load up on bombs, gentlemen. That's why we always load up a bomb. Nope.
Which means straight up you can't just like strangle some motherfucker to death.
But wait, couldn't I technically like rip a zombie's head off?
What I meant was like snap their neck. You can okay, with the zombie horde, we will allow you to be able to fully
Wait, can I throw a body? Due to my attachment, can I throw a body with ease due to my attachment feature?
Where did I die? I don't remember where
At 8 feet, I can whip can I? Okay, this is
because
you know
you can freely control the scythe and the chain. So if someone's caught in the middle of it, that's on them.
Can I? Okay, no. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add an awakening mode, allowing me to like have a scorpion tail due to my 8 feet range, which keeps my 8 feet range, but allows me to like. That's me controlling it at a like let's say like.
But that just applies like what you were saying previously.
Yes, but I can. But that means I can tie the chain to my waist instead.
Yeah, that's completely fine. If you want to manipulate your chain that way, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that just falls under your chain manipulation. So. If you want to manipulate your chain like that,
I'm gonna call it Viper mode, which allows my chain whip to just be around my waist and just stick things while I'm being able to be mobile.
But remember, that does reduce the length of your chain because you have to tie it around your waist. So just remember, if you do that,
I do, but I get to run around. I get to walk around. And I can still pull myself. Using my natural. Remember my skill ability?
That's all fine. You just pretty much have a tail with the sharp end.
Yes. Hey, I'll take it. Call me the Tellus. I'm gonna call it awakening.
This is the last round, so let's just get into horde mode.
I got a question. Due to my body being 8 feet, is my chain? So my chain is 8 feet away from. Wait. So your
chain is only the length of how far your ability can go. So the chain that you have is only 8.5 feet. That's your chain.
So could I manipulate the chain to actually so my awakening form basically all I need to do is let the chain. Okay. This is so weird when I'm about
you can control the chain. That's it. So your awakening mode is just you tying your chain around your waist. You can already manipulate your chain.
So basically,
You're just giving a name. That's all you're doing. You're just giving what you're doing a name.
So I guess my chains will awaken as vipers. Since you say I have 8 feet, I have full Okay, cool. could I condense the chain?
Like shorten it?
Yes, could I condense the chain to like make it stronger with condensing it?
No.
Okay,
See, that's
could
the
I,
second ability.
Okay, no. Let's say I fold the chain and like put it next to each other and twist the chain together. Would that make the chain strong? Would that make the impact?
It would just make it thicker. It would just make it thicker. Let's say someone's coming at you with the knife. You can do that to try to trap the knife within it. But it won't actually affect the durability of it or make it stronger.
Cool. Okay. Full chain manipulation, movement. Oh, he's touching me. He's just a bad touch. Stop touching me.
I threw a turn down. I keep forgetting my turns. Run by my turns, guys. If you have a lot of stuff going on.
I'm literally getting like corner. I got corner. Okay. So basically, alright, I quit my away. Okay, so let me state it. I have a Kusagiri that is, I'm able to, basically, let's just say it, I'm able to freely manipulate. Wait, what was my second ability?
The manipulation.
What was my first ability? Wait! Oh my god, we forgot. My charge long distance, so I have a charged attack. Remember, I have a charge.
You get to shoot it out up to your maximum distance, pretty much. So it'll just be like a power thrust, pretty much, that you don't have to hold.
So I forgot to explain my charge thrust during the ability. Dang it. So my charge is a long distance attack. So that means I shoot it from my Kusagiri, but I'm gonna allow you to choose. Like I can. Here was the plan.
Like, are you talking about your blade or your whole weapon?
My blade.
So your blade comes, you can disconnect it, and it shoots. Okay.
No, this a charge, but it's a charge shot. You get me?
Yes. So kind of like a ballistic knife.
Well, I don't even.
If
say
you know
it, well,
what that is.
No, I do know what that is, but I want to say it come attached from it. But like, let's say I attack. Like, I don't know. Let's say it charges up and I do an explode. We didn't discuss that. Y'all didn't discuss that. So I didn't give y'all details because y'all are supposed to discuss what the charge shot does, and we forgot about the charge shot. We forgot about the charge shot.
You have to manually go get the blade to put it back. You can use that as much as you like, but you have to manually go get it.
Jamie, I request next time we play Killing Floor, we play the airship.
Let's do the airship right now.
That's fine. The reason I was going to alphabet order was to get.
Remember, we didn't finish up, Blake. Remember, we're still talking. I've been the one talking this whole time.
Oh.
You Israelite. Remember, you haven't even talked about what you'll do in horde mode, or we haven't got to the boss. So stop. Let me make sure. Let's get a good simplest right quick. So my charge shot. What is my charge shot, real quick? Because I want y'all to.
Pretty much, you can shoot your blade out, like you said, a charge shot. But you have to manually go pick it up.
Well, that's why I was not trying. Like, no. My thing does like a slash, like does like an energy wave.
Yeah, thing. You do kind of like how each.
That's what I was thinking.
But
is.
Oh, like a power slash. Okay.
Yes, like that's what
he does. Like he does like Ichigo's Getsu ga Tensho slash, but in his own form with his own name.
The fuck.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Your current stipulations you have still kind of makes up for that. Unless you want a stipulation added, then we can talk about it.
No, I just want to talk about my Viper form and how our shot works for my way.
Well, again, the Viper form is. Hang on.
Somebody 8 feet from like somebody's behind. Like, so the chain manipulation, right? And I get unlimited uses of the charge shot, right? That means I can basically, so grab, charge shot, like that's what I'm trying to make sure we got to understand it, because that's...
Yeah, we're going to have to add an extra stipulation for the charge shot.
Yeah, there's definitely got to be a stipulation, because the charge shot could be like, okay, let's say I shoot from a corner and then like I slash from a corner and then like,
Okay, let's
Yeah?
let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go back to the original scythe idea. And instead of it having already shrinked in half, like Blake
No, but
said,
that was
every time you
literally.
use
Wait,
your charged shot, it shrinks.
you gotta ask Blake that.
That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. Because we kind of forgot about your second ability and ignored it, let's just edit his a bit. He'll keep his shrinking, but every time you use your charged shot, it's when it shrinks, and it shrinks little by little. So you can use as much as you like, but your weapon keeps getting shorter, and you have to wait till it slowly grows back if you want to use more shots.
That's,
Are you okay with
I
that,
like-
Blake?
I'm down with that.
That's actually, I mean, I like that. I like that idea of move because, like, I would probably make mine small on purpose.
Yeah, so it's like regular the 6 foot by 3 foot scythe. 6 foot staff with the 3 foot blade. And so every time
Okay.
you use your charged shot, it gets smaller. Blake, how short you want it to get per shot?
I
A
think
quarter of
5
a
shot-
foot? A quarter of a foot?
Can I input something to y'all?
Enjoy the break.
I think
Yeah.
I think 5 shots before like my thing becomes like a Kusagiri size, and I can't charge shot no more, and I need to like
So
let that recharge.
that's about a foot a shot because it's about 6 feet. So if you get 5 shots, every time you shoot, you lose a foot.
How about like let's be Asian about it. How about like a half of a foot?
That's what I was
A
thinking
foot.
about, like half a foot. So you get pretty much each foot. It gets shorter. You get 2
wait,
shots.
How big is my scythe? 6 feet.
It's just 6 feet long, and
How
your
about-
blade is.
Can I get 12 shots?
3 feet.
Give me 12 shots, but it gets as small as I get 12 shots, but that's the limit off of it. Like it
Yeah,
gets
you
small.
get 12 shots, and then it goes down to pretty much.
A Kusagiri.
Okay, did you see the picture of that thing you was talking about?
No. I couldn't spell it. What is it called? Let me see. Let me be racist on Google for a second. I'll get it.
Because
I wish-
I'm
I wish
originally
that-
down with that, but I don't know how big that actually is.
Well, like I think me realistically making the blade. Well, if Blake agrees to the changes,
So if let's just say, on average, how big you think a Kuski blade is on average? Like how long is it and how big's the blade?
I'm looking up like one right now. Like I'm trying to look it up. And I'm trying to like look up what like the scythe idea, like the scythe, like you know what?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, is it bigger or smaller than a foot?
It's
Typically.
like it's like well, it's Blake. You watch, you know exactly what I'm talking. It's like literally the size of your forearm.
Oh, that's still pretty long. So
No,
let's.
that's like the size of your, like it's almost bigger than your wrist. Like it's like we need to get a picture on the screen just to actually like work with it. You get me?
Yeah, hurry up and get a
that's
picture.
why-
If it's the image I have in my head, then let's drop it down to 8 shots to get down to that instead of 12, because that's still pretty big. I was thinking maybe it's like half a foot long with just an okay sized blade.
Give
So
me 1 second.
I was thinking like a really tiny thing. That's the image I have in my head.
Nah, I mean, well, it's not. It's a good size if we're being honest. It's a
Yeah.
decent size.
Yeah, I just have the wrong image in my head. If that's the case, let's just
No,
stick with
that's
your
it.
idea, but instead of 12 shots, 8 shots. But I would have been
So, if
okay
you-
with 12 shots if it was like less than a foot. But if it's more than a
Let me
if
show
it's
you.
about,
You know what? We'll show them the picture later. But look on the Facebook. Here you go. Jamie, and here you go, Blake. Look on your messengers. I mean, sorry. I mean, look on your Guardian and Blade. Look
oh,
on
you
those
can use Jamie. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's just for intro purposes.
Oh, the
the
second
actual name.
Yes. Well, that's how small my my scythe would get. You get me?
True.
So at one point, my scythe would become, even though my scythe is a light weapon, I would be able to definitely one-hand my scythe. Like, you get me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's go and just drop that down to 8 after 8 shots is about that size.
Okay. So here's what. So do my charge shots? I'm gonna also ask this. Do my charge shots become less than over these 8 shots, or they are just the same as all of them?
Because since your weapon's getting smaller, they do the same damage. It's the price you're paying in order to do that charge shot is the decrease in size of your sight. So they do the same damage.
Gotcha.
Now what we need to talk about is how long it takes for it to get back.
I think realistically with my, like, okay, so my
Because
charge
you can
shot,
freely manipulate it, and the smaller it is for the tail thing you was talking about, it actually makes it easier to use your tail. So getting smaller kind of helps you depending on how you want to use it.
I know. That was one of the. Okay, so hear me out. Once it becomes small, the charge up. Actually, I don't care what y'all do because at one point, remember, I have the ability to pull myself to areas that my stick will have touched. Right?
In like a real life situation as a passive ability, I would say 30 minutes, but for the sake of what we're doing, I would say 2 minutes for you to get another shot to charge.
2 minutes? So realistically, I really could, if I really, no offense, okay, so by that, I could really, by that authority, Jamie, I could realistically okay, 2 minutes. I could shoot 2 slashes before it started to regrow and I needed to wait 6 minutes, right? Because it's 2 minutes per side, right?
So you pretty much you can time your shots so you pretty much have your length in your shots, or you could just spam it. Pretty much you're only being punished if you spam your ability. If you take your time and actually planning out your ability, it's not really going to hinder you much. So this is just stopping your spam potential because there's no time between your shots. The only time is to get the shot back. So you just shoot all 8 of your shots if you like. It's just you have a long recharge time to get it back to full size. But if you time and pace yourself, you can maximize your length of your weapon along with your.
You know what? That's the switch off, Jamie. That's what I'm gonna ask for the switch off. So Viper mode allows me to get more active with my controlling the sights from the sides of my body, and then regular mode is me just basically able to do charge attacks while the chain is close to my body.
So pretty much you're saying while you have in your tail form you can't shoot, but you can control it more. But while it's in your hand or not in that mode, it's pretty much just like a regular scythe and you can shoot it like an ability.
Yeah, that's it's like a switch mode. You get me? I can basically, if I wait the 2 minutes, I can probably I can go back to base attacking. But if I go,
you can switch it, shoot a couple of shots or whatever, then go back and then just use your other mode that do attacks while you're waiting for your charge to come.
Yes, wouldn't that technically be fair if my Viper Awakening is a different mode other than that would technically work better if I'm focusing on more, because the reason
if you want to have an actual mode, that makes sense. So I'm okay with that.
Here's why I'm applying that, because we forgot about the charge shot. That's why I originally applied it. We originally had forgot about the charge shot, so I had originally applied that the Viper mode allows me to control my weapon very more efficiently. That way I won't be able to spam control my charge shots, and it's a limiter, so everybody feels happy that I won't control my blade and spam my shots.
That's okay with me. Is that okay with you, Blake? Okay, now let's get down to this horde mode now. And before we do that, any questions about anyone's weapons?
Blake, nope. I'm ready.
Okay, so as typical, Blake, Devin, you'll go first. You're walking down the street. 100 zombies come at you. What are you doing?
Okay, first things first.
Okay, let's
wait, no.
they come out of nowhere. Let's say you're in a building area. You're not in the woods. You're walking down the middle of the street, and they kind of just come out the buildings. So
Like
you have
Shia
50
LaBeouf?
to your
Why,
50
why
to
are
your
these
left,
zombies
50
like
to your
Shia
right.
LaBeouf? Oh god, these are Resident Evil zombies. These are gonna get bad, son. So here's what I do. The first, so I'm guessing that the zombies are they in my range?
No, it's like a regular neighborhood street. You're exactly in the middle. You're just walking down the middle.
I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 charge shots to make a cross. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the hat of the arena that my cross attack takes out at least 10 zombies.
On your left or on your right?
The cross attack sweeps left, right. The cross attack. Remember, the blade does the charge attack is a slash attack, so it's horizontal.
I understand that. But are you shooting at one side or are you trying to get both sides?
I'm hitting.
It's 50 to your left, 50 to your right.
Oh, then I'm shooting. I'm gonna go ahead and take on the right and X cross it and start moving to the right. My weapon shrinks, so I'm down to how many takes out the X? How many zombies are took out by my X cross attack?
You said 10. That seems logical because zombies like to group up. So
I'm gonna continue. Since it sounds logical, since the group agree, right, Blake? Do you have any question about that?
Yeah, I'm good.
Pretty good.
Okay. Here's what next movement. Here's my next movement. Due to me being close, I'm gonna use my quick skill grab to grab about 2 zombies and then hurl them back at the group to stumble the group.
right.
Do I have succession?
Seems logical. The only thing will be like cars and stuff, but that wasn't added at the beginning, so we're gonna ignore that for now. So
nope, I was just talking about the zombies, but I think I'm
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
We're just gonna ignore that for now, so you can continue.
All right, I want to use a charge attack. I'm down to 3.
Oh, okay, but at this point, the other side, they're about the middle of the road where you used to be at this point.
So okay.
So you're still on the right side, but that's how close they have gotten to you.
All right. So my charge shot, is it recharged now? Now that I've moved forward.
You have 1 shot back.
Okay, 1 shot back. I'm gonna go ahead and send one behind me, and then I'm gonna go ahead and send one behind me with that charge back attack. I'm gonna charge back, and then I'm gonna extend it one more time to go ahead and cut me through the front, which I'm guessing per cut wave I do 5 cuts. Right, 5 zombies does a charge shot or 1? Yeah.
Okay, I do a quick question. All your shots, they don't penetrate. Like, did they just stop on contact like they do in the show? Like what was thinking?
They do a cut. They do a cut. The charge shot. The charge shot is basically a charge shot of the slice, meaning the slice. So the slice has cutting potential. So my charge shot should also have. It's not like a.
Yeah, it does. I just wanted to clarify that real quick because some shows show penetration, some doesn't. So I just wanted to make sure.
I want to go ahead and move forward, and I want to grab the sight, throw it forward, and I think it lodges in one zombie's head, and I want to activate a charge shot, shrinking it, pull it in the back. Where the zombies behind me?
You're at 4 shots. They made it to the curve at this. They're pretty much right on you at this point.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and use how many charge shots do I have left?
You're at 4.
I'm gonna go ahead and use all 4 to go ahead and do like a little wave over to my back. Moving in, I'm gonna go ahead and use my thing regularly. I'm gonna use my body to take out 2 zombies, and using the scythe small form. But remember, I've already discombobulated that group. So what's the next try? I'm gonna go ahead. Blake and Jamie, next trial.
You're around. You're at this point. You're around 60 zombies left. You pretty much stumbled the ones coming up behind you with that spam of attacks. Your weapon's down to the smallest thing. point
All right.
it can get, and you have about a minute before your next shot is ready.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and activate a skill. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get in the air. I'm gonna grab onto a building. Is there a building nearby that I can
Just
grab to? With...
you're in the neighborhood, so those the houses. You're closer to the ones on your right because that's the way you went.
So I'm gonna. Can I grapple onto the right house? If I fall onto the right house's roof at 8 feet.
Yeah, 8 feet. You ran to him, so you're about in the front yard. If my math is correct, you gotta go up a little bit further. If I'm using your house and my house as a reference, you may be about like 4 feet away till you can grab and.
All right.
But remember, this is a house, so if it can hold your weight, you can do it.
So can I? Now I gotta ask Blake. Can I grapple onto the house?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if you get 4 feet closer, yeah, you can grapple to the house.
I think okay. I think you said okay. So you said every 2 minutes my charge shot.
You get a charge shot back, yeah. So you get a single shot back, and it increases.
I believe at this point, if I'm running into your front yard from the street, I have 2 charge shots.
You have a shot back. But it takes 2 minutes for a shot to come back.
Yes, but I ran to your house, attacking 2 zombies regularly. Wouldn't the minute has passed by per zombie kill?
Yeah. So if you're grappling to the house, about the time you get up to the house, at that point you had a half a minute for your next shot to come back. So you have a shot back when you get back up there. You have a shot back.
So how many shots are in my tank right now?
Just the one. Because when you shot the rest of them to get the stunned people behind you.
All right. Here's what I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and So I have how many zombies are left?
About 60.
About 60. All right. I'm on the roof.
You're on the roof.
Climb?
No, they're just typical Walking Dead zombies.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and charge my sight back up to full meter. Okay? I'm gonna jump down.
And this time, after I'm just whacking on the house, a few of them, say about 15 of them, have broken windows and have got pushed inside from the pressure the zombies pushing behind them.
So the house is collapsed.
So that's not collapsed. The zombies in the house now.
Okay.
There's about 15 zombies in the house.
Okay. Okay. I jump down. I collapse the house. I collapse the house with 2 dual blades after recharging my own. I'm gonna so. Here's basically the theory.
Collapsing the house is gonna take quite a bit of slashing.
Then I'm gonna condense 3 slashes.
Because you're pretty much gonna have to take out the support of the building, and you're just slashing. So you have to take out all the support of the building, just the front support for the front half to collapse. So it's possible, but it's gonna take more than a 4 set of shots to collapse just the front half of the house.
No problem. I'm gonna go ahead and fight.
You can do a corner, but you can't do the whole house.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the house, not destroying it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the house, and I'm gonna go ahead, since there's 15 zombies in there. I'm gonna jump
towards
into the house.
front, because if you're gonna jump in, because all the zombies at this point gathered up in the front, you have to come in through the back. So they're all at the front of the house at the moment.
I'm gonna do, not to collapse the house, but there's about, how many zombies are in the front now?
There was 60, there's 15 in the house, so there's about 50, there's about
15,
45 to 50 outside.
So I'm gonna get inside the house, and I'm gonna go ahead and use I'm gonna use 2 of my waves to take out 2 groups of 5.
Devin, come here. Continue, but come here.
Let me see if I can find you. Okay, there you are. So I'm going to condense the attack into... give me 1 second. Watch my back. I'm uploading it. So...
There's just armor up here. I'm trying to, so you
All
come
right,
get.
hello everybody. I'm Dionysus here. We're gonna finish our talk from last time. So from the zombies, I'm gonna go ahead and use two slashes of my fully charged 8 shots
Yeah.
8 shots, which allows me to go to 6 to take out the first 10. Then I'm gonna go ahead and dispatch the last 5 with my regular scythe, which seems plausible, with inside the house. Blake, Jamie, y'all discuss, is it plausible for me to do that?
Yeah, depending on how the house is set up, it's possible, but you can probably not take them all out at once because of the walls being in the way. Oh my gosh. I got trapped waiting for you to get there. But, I'd say don't condense them. But if you condense them, you'll probably only just take out a few of them because think of like walls and stuff.
Wouldn't it be better if I aim for the head anyway? So like in the house, I have a better chance of aiming for a clean head swipe or a clean multi-hit in the house.
Yeah, you get in the house. Let's say you get the end of the hallway, they're gonna bunch up in front of you, like kind of like an hour.
So I'm gonna
you can use that to your advantage, but you won't be able to kill all 15 with your condensed shots.
Why not? Because if I have 8 condensed shots and 5 takes out 5, shouldn't if I waste even all 8? If I waste 4 shots, shouldn't that technically be enough to take out
You're
the
gonna
zombie?
you're gonna have to gather them up before you do that because those walls, we don't know which rooms they're
how many
in.
zombies?
They'll just got pushed through the window.
What do my first 2 shots hit?
If you just run up there to where zombies are and just fire 2 shots, let's just say you take out 3.
Okay. 3 from the 15 is
and from the noise
12.
this makes, the other ones start making their way to you.
Okay.
So now they're all grouped up now. Now they'll group up.
So now I'm gonna use chain manipulation to increase my. I'm gonna do a wild spin like Blake would do, and I'm gonna use chain manipulation. I'm gonna use chain manipulation with a charged attack, with that movement skill to be able to take out the rest of the 12. I will waste 3 shots in the process.
Yeah, 2, 3, 1, 2. You have 3 shots left, and that takes out the rest of them in the house. At this point, the rest of them are trickling in because of the commotion.
Can I run back? Okay, here's the deal. I wanna say this. They can definitely. You can act. Why can't I? Well, I need somebody at this other side.
I got trapped, so I died.
So at that moment, can I run? Can I trickle myself back up? Can I trickle myself up back to the roof using my chain movement skill?
Yeah, you have to run outside and go up there, but that's possible. So at this point, they're all coming inside.
I'm gonna go to the next house. I'm gonna go to the next house.
All right. Yeah, okay, you run outside, run out, and all the zombies that was outside, around 45, are inside that house trying to just looking around.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, as the zombies come, I'm gonna shoot all my shots towards the door.
Well, they don't know you're out the house yet, because you ran out as they was coming in. So they're just kind of just roaming inside that house. And you're already outside at the other house. So if you want to do that, you have to lure them outside.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use my so 45. I think 45. How many shots do I have left?
At the moment of running outside, you had 3. Unless you waited. Oh, sorry, the 4th shot would have recharged at that point of running outside. So unless you want to, you have 4. If you want to shoot right away to get their attention, you can. Unless you want to wait to get the charge.
I would like to. Wait. Here's what I have to do. I awaken Viper mode, and since
Where the hell is my gun? My gun's missing.
So since,
Blake, come to me.
I'm gonna go, wait, Jamie and Blake. I want to activate Viper mode. I want to activate Viper mode while I have 3 shots.
Well, at this point of running out the house, your 4th shot. Here, man. Here, Blake. Take this
So
weapon.
can I activate Viper mode with that low stance?
Yes, you can.
So Viper mode, I'm gonna go ahead and take out 12. But in that condition, I'm gonna go ahead and since I have the chain of manipulation is at my highest, I'm allowed to have my movement skill allows me to have like
Hit
before
R1 to use your
up.
grenade launcher, Blake.
So my movement skill allows me.
It's a healing, so if you get trapped in a corner, you can hit yourself.
What is it called? What is it called? The skill. Oh man, peeking. I'm allowed to move around the. I'm allowed to move around the outside with the swiftness because I'm allowed to pull myself due to Viper mode's control. Sorry. Do we have a? Is that good?
Yeah.
Due to Viper's control, my movement.
Okay,
skill,
but let's not forget your extra stamina. Because before this Viper mode and pulling yourself around, you've been using your own physical strength to run and to swing your weapon. So you are physically getting tired at this point. So be mindful of that.
Okay, so 8 feet. I'm allowed to activate. I'm allowed to not. So my stamina is not affected by Viper mode because my mental mind is probably right. Now I'm probably
no. Your actual manipulating of your chain doesn't take energy, but you're physically running around and doing this stuff. Because up to this point, you haven't been in Viper mode, and you only pulled yourself maybe once or twice. So you have been physically swinging your scythe for your melee attacks and running around.
That's the best part. So as Blake had stated, that my scythe gets smaller with the smaller each, and you said my charge shot stays the same, right?
You start to do the same damage no matter how small your scythe is.
So do I still? I'm thinking I still do minus damage, but at the end of the day, my scythe is my shuriken is
Yeah, just your
sharp, right?
swinging is at this point doing less damage because you're physically getting tired. But your actual scythe damage of your charge shot is staying the same.
So, but no, my Viper mode. So even though my scythe is smaller, I still can.
Oh yeah, your Viper mode stays the same because you're using your manipulation for that. It doesn't your other stuff. It's your pistol actually.
What?
You put away your
Must have hit triangle right before I died.
Oh, I died. Oh man, I fell out. I got pushed out.
I'm sorry, Jamie.
It's okay.
Yes.
And Devin's out of ammo.
Yeah, Well, that's the whole reason I was. But no, so I'm gonna let y'all talk now because I've been talking for like 45 minutes straight. Your turn, Jamie. But I think
okay, we'll put yours on pause. There's about Go ahead.
Wait, I got a question.
You won the horde mode. At this point, you can use Viper mode to take out the rest.
That's what I'm asking. Can I use that? That's basically what I was asking Blake and you. Can I take out use Viper mode? Even though my stamina is weakened, I can still.
True, that should be able to take out the rest. Yes.
Yeah, because they're all slowly trickling out the house. If you just sit there in Viper mode, you can take out the rest, no problem.
Well, that's because you set up the situation for me. You get me?
Yeah. So yeah, you at this point you pretty much just won horde mode, so you're good at this point. Okay.
All right.
I'm good. Okay. Quick question because it's something we forgot to clarify. How many arrows am I actually holding on to at a given time?
You have infinite arrows, but you have to roll the dice each time. You like.
Okay, if I want to use a charge shot, I have to roll the dice.
Also,
yeah.
You know what we should have done also to him? Each time, he summons one arrow each time, but that arrow comes from someone else that it was in need. So he's taking the arrow from someone else. They could have.
Okay, so how many arrows do I have on me at the moment? Do I start off? How many arrows do I start off with? Just a regular quiver.
Well, here's the deal. You get to collect up to 3 shots.
I know I get to use up to 3 shots, but the thing is, like, how many arrows do I have on hand?
3.
No,
we
I'm
give
talking
him
about like
6.
I'm gonna run around with the quiver of arrows. How many arrows are in those quivers? Is in
So
the
like
quiver?
3, but and then like 5 second passes, and then you have to magic. So you can see. So you can send
Oh,
out 3
so
in
these are
quick.
magically generating arrows?
Yes, the magic ones are regenerated. You have, let's say he has a continuous, an infinite amount of regular arrows, right?
Okay,
You
what I'm
have.
thinking is I have a regular bow and arrow. I'm just empowering the arrows with magic. Is
No, no,
that
no.
true or false?
That's
Or are
not.
these
That's
magical
false.
generating
So
arrows?
in your quiver you can get the arrows, but you get 3 arrows at a time that you can either send into quick succession, one at a time for snipe shots.
Okay, so clarification. I have magically generating arrows, and I just have 3 on me at a time.
Yeah, but unless,
Okay.
if you want to get them empowered, then you need to roll a dice to touch. So you always have you always have the arrows, but you don't always have the elemental affinity.
Okay. For the sake of it, I'll go with that. Okay. Okay. Standard scenario. I'm walking down the street. 50 on my left, 50 on my right. They start coming out the houses. Okay.
Yes.
I continue on my path down the street. As I get my 3 dice out, ready to roll, and I roll them. Standard dice roll. Worst case scenario,
All right,
maybe
wait.
like.
So here's what we're gonna do. Blake's gonna give you a number. I'm gonna give you a number, and from those 3 numbers, those are your elemental shots.
I was gonna put up a dice roller.
Oh really? Okay, never mind. Do it. So, do it. So 1 from 6. So
Dice
let's say
roller.
one is like fire. Nah.
Regular
Okay, so
D6, regular D6.
Yeah.
Or we want to do a D4 and just say 4 elements.
Let's do. How about, to keep it simple for the 3 collectibles? Let's just make it fire, water, and lightning.
Fire,
And maybe-
water.
And you naturally are You naturally have grass.
Since there is a D4, you just want to do the 4 natural and just take away like water, earth, fire, air, and just make
Yes.
air the grass. Okay, so there's a D4, there's 4. That makes up, and I get 3 of them. Okay. And I
Yes.
can take a screenshot, so if anyone doesn't believe my numbers, I can send a screenshot, okay?
No problem.
Okay, I roll 1, 3, 3.
1, 3, 3.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna say water, fire.
So water is 1, fire is 3. Let's make earth 2 and air 4. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 1 water shot and 3 fire. Okay, so I pull out my first bow. Let's choose the fire, and I get it ready. I've been walking as I'm doing this.
Wait, Jamie. Remember how I said if you roll the dice, the bow is enhanced. So you have to
I
roll.
touched the bow.
No. You rolled all 3. So your next shot will use all 3 of the elements. Don't you get it?
Oh, okay, now I understand. Oh, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it.
You go. Okay, I'm just saying. 'cause, like,
I'll just stick with this.
No. Okay. Let's talk about it. Wouldn't that make sense that like your shot, like you can charge it up, but wouldn't you? Okay, so your next shot, are you designating what the collection is, what the one is? Blake, how would you solve that?
My idea was like each element will apply to an arrow as I shoot the bow. That's what I was thinking.
Well, remember you have the dash, and so wouldn't that be technically an arrow shot? Like, wouldn't that technically be like a, So are you just
okay? Just when I shoot the bow, the power it fuses with the arrow. Would you say that's okay? So pretty much just
Yes.
those 2 fire and 1 water, I
But how are
accidentally
you?
just canceled them
So,
out.
so how are you gonna use your skill? Are you gonna? So your bow uses one element at a time, right?
Can I choose which elements?
In your collective bat, I think.
Because remember, I still have that thing to signify which affinities I have. So, guys, like, I use fire, I shoot an arrow. It uses that
You can-
fire for that
you
one
can
arrow?
choose-
Or does it
you
choose,
can
or
choose
does
that.
all 3 elements use?
But your movement skill. If you choose your elements, you can't use the remaining shit if you use your movement skills.
So, at the very beginning, I'm about to choose if it's for movement or if it's for arrows, pretty much?
Well, yes, because like if you're gonna roll back to back, okay. So think about it like this. What I'm thinking is you pull you get an arrow, you roll a dice, you collect them. So if you're gonna want to roll all 3 dice, that means you're gonna want a charge for a dash, right? But also you can use those charges to dash, right?
Okay, so just clarifying, the power is in my bow, not my arrows, correct?
So your bows are just spawning, and yes, your bow is what controls your movement and the elemental distributing. That's where I'm thinking your power comes from, is your bow. And every time you roll the dice, it's from the bow. You get me? It's the bow giving you the dice. That's where my thought process is going, unless I was wrong.
The bow is what gives you the power.
Great, people.
Oh no, wait a minute. The bow gives you the dice gives you the power.
Just thinking that.
Is that
Okay.
what you're saying?
So the bow is like, okay, so think of the bow of is like a trickster god, like ha ha ha, not so that, you know.
The go is.
So I just have a question. If I roll 3 dice, am I gonna have to use all of them all at once, or can
No.
I pick and choose?
You can pick and choose, but you can't combine elemental affinities on your bow, like on one
Oh,
arrow.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Like,
So at this
that wouldn't
point,
make sense.
during this time I'm doing this, I'm still walking forward, and they're slowly getting behind me. How close are they at this point?
You still have, since zombies are slow, you still have a moment to draw your arrow. You have a moment to think you have a moment to think about what you're doing. Because unless they smell
Okay,
you,
this backflip. How far do I go? Like how high and how far do I go? Is it just a typical backflip?
Hear me out. It's a good backflip. It's just a good. Listen, you
Okay,
flow
just
into the
get
air
back.
and then-
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just want to.
Yeah, you,
I just
like,
wanted.
hear me out. The air
Go ahead.
pushes you in the air like a gentle baby in the. Oh God. Give me a second. Okay, it's on site.
So if I
Where-
use the air, I go maybe like a foot or 2 higher, pretty much.
Yes. Well, that's the flip.
Oh, I just wanted to clarify. Okay.
Oh God. It's on site. Yes. So basically, if you were so basically in quick succession, you couldn't roll 1 dice, elemental bow, and then roll 2 dice back to back quickly to get a dodge. You get me? You couldn't. It would have a respawn how many times you can do the dice because you need to collect too, right? But
So how long does it take for the dice to come back?
Like 5 seconds.
Okay, that's fine.
1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you don't touch your bow to collect the element, you'll shoot your arrow, right? I'm calling it the autistic branch. Jamie, I don't believe you won't mess up. I'm gonna call it that you will accidentally pull one of the arrows while you accidentally forget you have an elemental affinity on your hand and shoot the bow and arrow.
Okay. Well, that's
So
fine.
it's just a gamble.
Okay, the
thing.
dice takes 5 seconds to come back. How long does it take for the arrows to come back?
Spare like a few change. I'm only like a couple of. Thank you.
Let me see here.
And do they come back
No,
3 all at once, or they come back 1 at a time?
They come back one at a time. Those arrows cost a minute.
So 1 minute
like-
for an arrow to come back, for a single arrow. Come
Yes,
back.
but But technically, you can do your skills pretty in rapid succession for that compensation.
Oh,
for the
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I got it, and I got the elements, and and I grab my first arrow, and I'm choosing the water element. And so I'm still walking. I turn around. I'm walking backwards at this point, and I'm drawing my bow, waiting for them.
You still have to like watch the dice land on the ground and like collect you know, you got to just like kind of look away and hope for the best after you throw a dice.
Yeah, I already did that. This is after that.
Okay.
Because me like looking at my phone and rolling is me stopping and looking at the dice. That's why I asked about where are they at this point.
I think they're behind you, because you
okay.
From at this point you haven't done like an action, but technically think, and they're just kind of creeping up.
Okay. At this point, I still just continue forward. I'm pretty much gonna gather them. I'm just gonna gather them up pretty much.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep walking forward. I'm gonna let them like slowly get together, following me, and just group up.
From my understanding, Jamie, I thought we were in like zombies on your left or your right. I thought they were like both closing in. I thought you had to like figure out how to get out of that closing in. That's what I thought.
No, it just had you. Well, my understanding was how would we deal with a horde of zombies?
So I thought from your example, we stuck into like an alleyway, and on both sides, zombies. There's two openings. There's zombies coming from your left. There's zombies coming from your right, and then like that's why I included a skill move, because you know if a zombie comes out, right, you're gonna need to get out of that corner, right? But you start out of that corner like surprise. So basically, think about a back against the wall, and you had to battle all 100 zombies, right?
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, then I start moving to the right side. The right side. So I move closer. So I use my first water shot to fire at the closest zombie, because water will make it wet, which will kind of slow it down. Would you agree with that statement? So pretty much, I shoot the first arrow, killing the first zombie. Water splashes. The zombies around it get wet.
So how strong is splash? Because I understand like how like a fire arrow would burn, but like, so how long are you charging up the arrow? The arrow shot. Like, how long are you holding back the bow and arrow?
Does that change the effect of the splash?
Well, okay. I mean, I would think so, because wouldn't you want to put more strength behind the bow to like? Wouldn't that help the?
You guys said the magic is in the bow. It's not me. It's the bow. So I was assuming the power would stay the same.
So like, not the velocity. So like, you have to. Okay, so like, okay, let's say this. Let's say the velocity helps the power at the end, like a bullet, right? Let's say you.
Yeah. So if I fully draw the bow, that will maximize the power.
Yeah. Okay. So wouldn't that make sense? Because if you like, let's say you it's kind of like, let's imagine you like titty tip the like string of a bow, and then the water bow goes all the way to like 5,000 miles per hour, because the magical bow is like a bazooka on crack because of the trigger sense, right?
But I'm thinking like the bow acts like a regular bow. It just applies a magical element to it. So it's water. So I'm assuming with the magical element, it will just cause a splash of water, and the bow stays the same. Obviously, if I don't fully pull back the bow, it's gonna be. I should probably clarify, like, what is this, a combo bow, a long bow, a hunter bow?
Oh gosh.
But I was assuming this is gonna be like your typical standard compound bow that you would see at camp.
Well, yeah. Well, you could. I'm gonna say that in a natural bow shot, because I believe you have the strength to pull back. Remember, it's like one of those big bows that really are strong at hitting, right? So you can take out
So let's just say a 50-pound bow pull. Are you okay with that?
Here's the deal. Your natural zombie kill is two zombies per shot. But if you add an element on it, it's about like, I want to say So I want to say 3 because you can probably, if you use the arrows in quick succession, you still gotta wait that minute for arrows to recharge. So
that's
you
fine.
do one.
So I
Okay.
shoot my first shot with the water element, and I guess the splashes doesn't really do anything, killing about 2 zombies.
How strong is the splash? Okay, so the bow has a magical.
Go ahead.
It's water, like it's water with a combat. Is it a 50-pound combat bow of water? You know what?
It's just a regular bow with, it's just a regular arrow with a water element. So that's up to you and Blake on how powerful that water is.
I think, okay, I think I want to change water to ice. I'm just going to give you like a little ice explosion.
Oh, so it's ice? Okay.
Because like water, because like I don't think that works. Like, okay, hear me out.
Yeah,
Because
water
if you
ain't
were,
gonna really do anything but
okay,
knock
go.
them
No. I'm thinking about a magical water arrow. Unless you have like the magic to pressurize a water arrow, you're just using splash. You get me? Like,
in a real life situation, that'd be useful, but in a fantasy situation, that's useless.
Yes. So that's the only thing I'm bringing up there, is that like you wouldn't be able to stabilize that economy that for the best. I know I'm the never
So
mind.
what about Earth? What are we gonna do with Earth?
I think the arrow. Okay, so hear me out. For Earth, here's the thing for Earth. Here's my thing, Blake. You ready? He's allowed to have a heavy arrow. But it's like a heavy compact arrow that can take out, like I said, like all your
Pretty much
elemental...
increase the penetration power, so I'm able to kill one extra zombie.
Yes.
Kind of like a comment.
Yes.
Alright, bet. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay, so I get... Go ahead.
So that means, Jamie, if you jump and use an Earth Affinity bow, we gotta make this into a video game one day, though. If you jump and use your compound bow with the Earth Affinity, basically you're like imagine smashing a guy's head with a rock, basically like that, and if it's like you can like basically jump, charge the shot.
And so it pretty much just increased the size of the arrow, applying blood damage, pretty much.
Yeah, it applies blood damage, but like you gotta imagine it's like a rock falling from falling out like that.
Okay,
yeah.
So that would be good against the boss phase, ultimately.
Boss phase.
Okay, so for now, I used the ice element, now ice, to slow down the start of the group on my right side, which pretty much freezes them, which should give, I'm assuming, give me time to get past them.
Since it's 4, you still have like a line of zombies rushing to you.
Yeah, coming up behind me. So the ones closest to my right.
No. So let's say there's 50 zombies each. You know what 25 times 5 is? That's 50. So that means there's a line of 5 zombies. You can freeze like the first 4. You can choose the first 4. So when you freeze them, if you shoot the middle zombie like I think you're doing, Jamie.
No, I'm shooting the first zombie. I'm not shooting the middle.
So the first zombie that hits you up does a chain reaction to the next 4 zombies. But
yeah.
There's gonna be a 5th zombie line. Can you do
I know
that?
there's gonna be another line of zombies. I'm just using to freeze the first ones so I can so I can get past them.
Established my my getaway ability to like a go.
Well, your thing was when you equip your strap, your leather strap, the weight of your axe lightens, so you can actually move around. So it's not an actual dash, but you can move faster.
It gave me a movement speed, basically.
It increases your movement speed. Yeah.
Okay, so I can do my spinning.
Yeah, I'm not trying to freeze all of them, Devin. I'm just trying to freeze the first few ones in a line so I can get past them to get to the houses.
Oh, that's fair.
Because I know at this point, I was thinking it's just a regular street. So I was just originally just going to keep walking till they're all bunched up and slowly just kill them. But since we're kind of just entrapped, I'm changing that up. So I'm just freezing where I'm going, the first few in front of me, so I can use that chance to get past them to get to the house.
You can't get past them unless you use a movement skill, because there's a group of zombies, 50 zombies on each side. I don't think you can... Okay.
I was walking I'm not walking down the street. I walk up a little bit so they can kind of get closer. So they're not on the houses anymore.
Deal, but you have to do like a fancy French, like you have to bend your knee and like shoot, like you know how like they slide into it.
I will use the movement ability if you want me to. Just
Well,
to
like,
make sure.
No. If you want to get past the horde of zombies, I don't believe the ice stops the first few, but they're gonna clump up. For you to try to get past them, that's the issue that's facing. They're gonna clump up, right?
The 50 come out my right, 50 come out my left. Let's just say, let's put them in a column. How many in the first row and how many behind them?
You have 5 in each row. You have 5 on 5.
Okay, so it's skinny but long, pretty much.
Yes, but remember, your zombie kills, which you agreed upon, right? Were 4 kills.
That's fine. Now I understand how they're coming at me. Oh yeah, that's fine. I freeze the closest ones, and as I'm going, I use my second one of my fires to use my movement ability to avoid the ones behind them as I'm going towards the house.
Remember, you have to use 2 charges to use your move. So you use it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I use my 2 charges. So I'm down 1 arrow, and I'm down all my abilities. But I'm at the house.
You're at you got. So here's the deal. You remember you have an elemental explosion. So you're good. You're at the house. You have a little charge.
So my first arrow. How would you assume me? How much would you say my first arrow killed? I shot towards the front. I didn't shoot towards the middle nor the back.
Using the dash didn't technically kill anybody. It just allowed you to move forward in the area with because you didn't establish how many. Like, are you doing an elemental dash with both the 2 spins, or are you just doing a dash to get out using like wind and like double?
I only have 2 fires. And you have to use 2 charges, so I have to use the 2 fires.
So you're flying away. So I would say you would fly away with 2 fires. If you have 2 fire charges for a dash, that allows you to get some height.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say?
Okay. At this point, I would say I'd be at the curb, or at the farther yard using the dash. How close would I be to the house using 2 fires?
You're gonna be next. You're gonna stumble into the house. I'm guessing.
So I'm gonna fly into the house ultimately.
Well, with 2 fires, wouldn't that make you extreme speed? So your lightning, wouldn't the lightning make you be able to make you reaction time better? But the fire boosts you that you can control it, right? So I would say you crash into the house, but you don't break it.
I'll crash into the house, but not going. Okay, that's fine. Okay. That's the case.
You have one moment. You have no charges left.
No charges. I crash into the house, and then I just roll again.
Yeah. So you're just gonna crash from the crash house, stand up, start your rolls. Yes. All right.
Because to maximize the time I have, it takes because zombies, they're just walking zombies. So, and they're in a column, so they're not wide. So it's gonna take them a little bit to get to me. I re-roll. 4, 4, 1. So that's 4. That's 2 earth and 1 water. Question: what would the earth ability be if I use it to dash? How would the earth affect it?
Blake, I think you're the best one to kind of,
If I use it, would that just bring a column of earth?
I'm thinking you get like a little shelter for second.
With the water? With the what?
If I use earth for my dash ability.
Earth for your dash ability?
Yes.
You get to run with earth, so there's just a bunch of sand and stuff, so you're just pushing everybody. You get a defensive move?
Okay. So for running with the earth, I would say you get like a embodiment armor. You'll be encased in earth and you get to run.
But after you stop running,
you don't really get a speed. You kind of your movement kind of slows down, but you have.
I pretty much gain armor.
Yeah, you're kind of invincible for a little bit with earth.
Okay, a weapon. Okay, this is a Devin question. What will I gain if I combine ice that with a dash, ice and earth?
You would get a glacial quake. Basically, imagine charge of charge of
So
ice.
like I pretty much summon like pillars of ice.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be big pillars. Imagine like a shock wave of ice, like a shock, like a good little.
Does the ice
So
stay or
kinda
no?
Yes, but
so like how,
but the zombies are stabbed,
Rocky
not
did with
frozen.
his ice blast?
Yes.
No, that's fine. Them just being stabbed. So pretty much, I will make a wall of spikes.
Yes, the wall of spikes because fire and ice make spikes. If I'm being honest with you, if you really want to.
This is earth and ice. This is earth and ice, not fire and ice.
I mean, no, that's what earth and ice makes spikes. That's really the truth.
How big are these spikes?
They're not. They're about the size of an eye hole.
Not how long?
You can make them as big as trees, but they can only appear in like. I want you to understand they're only on the ground, so you can only like get the first wave of 4 zombies.
This is technically a dash. So let's just say I walk into this horde, and right before they hit me, I use this dash. Ideally, how many would that take out?
I will give you 10 if you roll for timing. You know what? So you know what? I think your bow allows. You know what? I'm gonna. Jamie, what's your awakening?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing. I'm just saying. What would you? Be? I'm trying to clarify before I actually make my decision.
No, that's literally what I'm trying to ask you. Call it right now on your.
I don't have awakening ability.
Well, no, you should probably. Okay, at one moment you should be able to. So you gotta understand, Jamie. At one point, if you don't waste your bows, you can just go full. You can just keep dashing.
I'm just trying to get on the roof. So my ideal was trying to make, because I see if I can use these ice pillars to climb onto the roof. That's what I was trying to expect. But Blake said the armor, so Earth won't actually make a way for me to climb on the roof.
So
I just get armor.
You would probably.
So I need more. I need fire again. I'll need fire again. So the fire will launch me.
I don't think you have that ability with a damaged bow. I don't think for for a damaged bow that you have with ice and rock.
Yeah, that's the thing. That won't be able to help me get up there. I'm just saying my ultimate goal is to get on the roof. So I was trying to figure out a way to do that, but I can't do that right now.
If you would have kept the grass ability in there, he would have been able to do that. He could have done like a vine.
Yeah.
That was no vine. That's not grass, Blake. Grass and vines are different things. I forgot to buy stuff. Oh well.
Lamel.
And it's boss round. No.
Lamel.
Jamie, I was trying to help you out because I was meaning by grass as the element of nature, of like the plant.
Yeah, like no offense, Jamie.
No, I was thinking about that at first, and I was thinking that might be good, but at the moment, all we heard was grass. So I was just assuming it just affects grass. So I'm out, but it's too late to change it. I just gotta stick with what I got.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay, so at this point, I just need to try just to get in the house to funnel them. Okay, so at this point, how far away are they from the house, Devin? In your opinion, how far away would they be? I know they're closing it in, but how? Will I be able just to walk in, or there's some still by the house I'm gonna have to kill?
Due to you having to not, due to us stopping to like judge,
the road,
like, having to change, doing us to have to change the water from ice. I'm gonna have to add that you're testing you have, so you know the combinations now, right? We should have probably talked about it earlier, so I'm gonna have to add
double fire. Fire pretty much just launches me, and Earth applies armor, while ice is ice. But combining ice and earth cause spikes.
But I'm gonna give you the zombies are like a block away because at the S point you gotta remember not a block away, like 2 houses down, because remember, it took us a second to talk about. So you want to try to get it down as hurry as you possibly can. If you're testing out your bows, I don't think you would probably like you're just testing it out because
But for
right?
this scenario, it's kind of like a surprise attack by the zombies.
Yes, so it's a surprise attack. So since like your water does splash, and now it does ice, you can freeze the first few. But then are you gonna use ice and rock dash?
No. What my question is like, it's been a little bit. How close are the initial zombies to me, and how far did they get away from the house before I dashed towards the house?
They were like they were 5 houses. Now there's 3 houses. So when in the time you crash them, the zombies begin to edge the 3rd house, right?
Alright, at this point, okay. I don't have a key to this house, so I bust the window to climb. I use one of my shots with the earth element to break a window to climb into this house.
That's smart. That was really smart.
Since I have time for this, yeah. I bust into this house, and then that's my second arrow, and at this point, well, next arrow is about halfway to spawning in, and then I just shoot an ice arrow using my last arrow to freeze the closest zombies that's coming to me. So it's a bunch. I say that freezes about 4. And that only stalls them for a couple of seconds. It's not gonna be majors. They kind of just get pushed out the way. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that, sadly.
Okay, so I'm in this house, broken window, and I have 1 element and no arrows. So they're about at the 3rd house, and it's 1 minute. So if I wait 3 minutes, would they be on my house, or would they just be on the front yard?
They're already on the front yard.
Okay,
because you use the way the arrow to break into the house, right? So
yes.
did you just Jason Bourne jump through the window?
No, I can't. I'm a wimp, so I took my time to climb in. So if that's the case, I have 1 arrow at least regenerated.
Yeah, you have 1 arrow regenerated, but no, I want to say 2 arrows regenerated. You climbed in safely. The zombies are like in the yard, but your back hurts because remember you used the double dash to boost into the
my
house.
My back already hurts, so I'm teasing. Okay, so still in the yard, I traversed through the house and used my last rock element, one of my arrows, to bust the back window to climb out that side.
Gotcha.
And so I was saying I'm struggling. The time it gets me to get through that window. 1 more arrow has spawned in, correct? And the zombies are on the house?
Yes.
Yeah? You want a drink? Want to go pee first? I don't want you to pee on my bed.
Don't pee on my bed, boy.
Okay, let's go to the bathroom, and then you can get a drink, okay? Come on, go to the bathroom.
It's 10:59. Fuck.
It's 11. If y'all want to go to bed, y'all can.
No, at this point, I'm just gonna speed through. I'm at the other side, and it's gonna take them slowly to get in through that window.
Wait. You won. No, I agree. So, Blake, do you want to play? Can we play one? Can we do a thing of Smite still, or do you want to go
let's
either?
do some Smite. Let's switch to Smite. I'll do my board thing on Smite.
Okay, Jamie, can we do Smite?
Oh, that's fine with me. Alright, guys, so we'll go ahead and switch over to Smite. I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and we'll move on to the next one. But I know mine's be a little bit particular. Pretty much, I got a way I can escape, but if you want me to kill them, it's gonna take them a while to push each other through the window because they're Walking Dead zombies, and I can just slowly pick them off as they try to get through the house. So ultimately, I'll have time to slowly kill them, wait for my arrows, and they have to push away to the second window, so I can still just keep backing up or trip into the next house to rinse and repeat. So for those who want the complete scenario, that's pretty much what I would do. If I ever get a double fire cat, I'll just get on the roof and then just slowly pick them off. All right. But go ahead and end this here. You guys have a Gucci one.